man, Kane. You in the game, Kane?
My name is Static Selector. I'm a dickhead when it comes to hearing artists I've never heard of before. But when I heard him, and I'm the biggest critic of hip-hop got, I was like, dude's dope, and we started working together.
Miller on the run up ahead to Williams. He gets behind Austin and reverse lay in, and the trailer fouls him. Beautiful play by Reggie Williams. Gets it into Williams and catch and shoot. 4 for 4 for Reggie Williams.
A leak out to Reggie Williams with authority.
Yo, he just welcome to Synonymous. Yo, we back. Synonymous Podcast, episode 34.
I don't even know we back. I can't hear nothing.
We back, Reg.
God, you did me dirty today.
Kane is the name here today. My unofficial sponsor is the K240 AKG headphones. I mean, the sound is magnificent. What about you, Reggie? What's your
my
sponsor today?
sponsor today is my barber,
Ooh,
P.
okay.
Lee, out in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
Down Choco Bottle. I'm gonna
Diced you.
shout out P. Lee today.
P. Lee. Okay.
Yeah, shout out P. Lee.
Diced you.
Unofficial sponsor.
Nice. So today we have a guest. We haven't had it. This is our first guest that we've had in a while.
I don't even know since when.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Shit. At least a year, I'd say. You know, the pandemic kind of prevented us from doing that. We stopped really. We don't really love the Zoom guests. It's just not the same. But we finally got a guest back in the building. I'm excited about this one. This is one of my friends from the 540, you know, Stafford, Fredericksburg area. He's a rapper, singer, producer. I think you could even say engineer. Amongst other things. I mean, he wears many hats. Very, very talented young man. The cardigan connoisseur. Ninth Nimbus in the building. Formerly known as Righteous. When I met him, he was Righteous. Tyler Righteous. Now, I present to you Tyler Donavan.
Not the soundboard.
We're working over here.
What's good, man?
What's going on? Thank you for having me. This is really cool.
Yeah, man.
I haven't done a pod in years, so this is really tough.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't be tough, man. It's be easy.
Oh no, tough isn't good. Oh, I'm saying.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sitting there kicking it. I'm not
Man. They ain't give you nothing to drink.
Oh, I'm good, man. I had a liter of water before I got here. So
What's up with y'all, man?
Why is Reggie just...
Because he's mad about the headphones. So, do you want the headphones?
So he said, here, hold my
About the
headphones.
headphones.
Do you want the soundboard? No, I can't give him the soundboard.
You get
Man, God, what we got going on here?
hilarious.
Wow, yo. So before we were setting up, I realized like we didn't have another jack. Well, we did, but you wouldn't have been able to hear him. You would have just been able to hear yourself. And Kristen was like, Reggie's not gonna care. He don't ever trip on the headphones. He doesn't ever want to wear the headphones anyway. And then today,
here we are.
I'm mad.
So, but look, I gotta have him on to make sure the mix
No,
is
I'm
nice.
showing my haircut and my shoes.
Also,
my shoes.
look at him.
Yeah.
Usually
And
he
my
hiding
sneaks.
his legs.
Cause my
and his
socks be dirty,
holy
bro.
socks.
But I'm back. I guess today I forgot to throw some sneakers on today, man. Just for you.
Appreciate that, man.
My bad, man. Go ahead. My rant is over.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's actually a perfect segue because I want to get these segments out of the way so we can start talking and diving into Tyler's story. But let's get into SmackDowns. I think I'm probably going to be on Reggie's SmackDown list today. But let's get into it.
Are you ready for SmackDown? This is Friday Night SmackDown.
What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face!
Powder.
Oh, sorry, baby. When I told you that shit was sweet. It's hard. I told you it was. I can't even hear it. Yeah. Or the high five one. Shit hard though. Can I talk?
Smacking.
Can I
Yeah.
talk?
The floor is yours.
So let me go
You
ahead
wanna
and
SmackDown?
introduce this first. SmackDown. I came in here on such a good vibes, such good energy, right? Then I say I have no SmackDown. Then I sit down and realize I don't have no headphones. And I can't hear nothing. So my SmackDown this week goes to the co-host, Kane, Travis.
What about Thriller?
Oh, she was coming next.
Okay.
And the producer.
Oh, 2 for 1.
And the producer, Thriller. So the day I went from 0 SmackDowns to 2 SmackDowns for not having headphones. That's my SmackDown of the week.
Touche. I'll take that. I'll take that one.
Bring your own headphones.
No, this is a
Clapping
group
back.
collective effort. They are all our headphones.
Today, Thriller sacrificed her mic. She doesn't have a mic or headphones.
I ain't complaining.
So there you have it.
The dilemma.
You don't get no SmackDown though.
So
She gonna punch in.
So my SmackDown, I'm gonna go with Jake Paul. I know this is like a week or two behind, but we didn't have an episode last week. But when I saw this, I mean, he got smacked though. I don't know if Floyd laid the punch on him.
Floyd had
but
too many bodyguards.
they had the face-to-face, Logan Paul and Floyd, and Jake was there stirring up shit.
Well, I don't know who is who.
Meaning,
I know.
Are
That's
they
why.
twins? I'm
Meaning-
sorry, I didn't mean it.
They're
but-
not twins.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They look like it.
But no, that's how I feel too. Like I don't
know these
because
people.
I don't really follow it. But when I see it, it infuriates me. That doesn't infuriate me. It's just like it just makes me want to smack his ass. Like why? It's just disrespectful. It was disrespectful, and we were talking before. Great marketing
Genius.
ploy. Like
As soon as he said it.
as soon as he said it,
They
they said
tatted it.
You said he got it tatted.
And
Got your hat.
I know
Got your
he
hat.
copyrighted it
Have to.
immediately. Boom.
I would have did it
As
before
soon
him.
as they all left, he hey, called his lawyer. Hey,
Trademark. Got your
trademark
hat
right
now.
now.
So it was smart, but I guess that makes me a hater. I guess it makes me, because I just don't like it. I still don't like it. I don't like his face. I don't like the way he dressed. I don't like his voice.
But let me ask you this. That's your SmackDown. That's a good
Yeah.
one. But that's how boxing is, right? They always got to
Yeah.
hype up the fight.
For
But
sure.
I want to see boxers. Like I want to see like.
But they are boxers.
That's the that's it
Floyd's
for
a
me.
boxer.
But he's jumping levels and disrespecting a legend. Like you just shouldn't go at it that way.
But that's part of the hype for it.
I get it. Like if you're gonna step in and if you can get an opportunity to go against the best,
Go all the way in.
I get it.
He's 4 or 5 fights in. He's
I get
officially
it.
a boxer.
I get it.
But didn't he complain after the fact, like he felt threatened by Mayweather? Or
He said he was gonna
shit?
sue him.
Yeah, like that's the craziest,
Yeah, that's
most
some-
That
privileged
doesn't make any sense.
white shit ever. Like, it's only gonna hurt me now. Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you expect, dog?
This was your idea.
Yeah. So that's my SmackDown. Tyler, you got anybody or anything?
I kind of have like a general one. I think you'll agree with this. So I have a friend. They're working on like a collective to like start like grading live performances because we're back outside.
Yeah,
Shows
yeah.
are coming back. So my SmackDown rappers, stop rapping over pre-recorded vocals, please.
That's a great
Please,
one.
which camera do I look? Please stop it.
Yes.
It's so annoying. Like, bro, if you don't just take the main vocal, it's not hard. Just mute. Just mute the main vocal. Keep the hook. It's so annoying, bro.
It's the worst, and it's like
That really got you.
It's
That really
frustrating.
grinds your
So-
gears.
It's frustrating.
my man Terminology used to have shirts that said "Stop rapping over vocals,"
I
and
love
I
that.
wanted that shit.
I
never
love
got
that.
it, but yeah, that really grinds my gears.
It's just annoying.
It is. And I think it's happening more so now than it ever has for
Right.
whatever reason.
Well, because everyone's rapping 78 and a half beats per minute. Not beats per minute, but like just 78 miles an hour. It's like,
Right.
you can't,
When they join the Lucas.
they're punching in every line.
And I don't know. I think I think the art of that live showmanship as far as vocally is being lost. Like you remember when Designer
Yes.
started performing Panda and he didn't say a word in the mic. He was just
Yeah. Of course.
Like, and that's like,
but then the counter to that is,
Because have you seen it, bro?
no,
That's
exactly. He didn't take
that
away.
will be
He
on
didn't
the-
take away.
that
He did the
will be on
whole
the-
jump. But the counter to that, I guess, is if everybody in the crowd knows the song,
right?
Yeah,
that's true.
You know, but if you're like, not saying anyone in particular, but if you're doing like a showcase at like the Camel, shout out to Camel, like, bro, if you don't, I want to hear you. Like, I want to hear like your live. Like one of my favorite performances is Busta, but I don't think I've ever heard Busta rap over.
And it sounds like the record.
Exactly, and
I hope so. He recorded it.
But you
what I'm saying,
you
like,
would think that, right?
Haven't you seen somebody live and you're like, this doesn't sound as good as the album?
Yeah.
No.
Wow. That's rare.
Yeah, that's very rare.
I mean, I can run down all the shows I've been to. So
because I think that is something that I look for in shows.
I mean, but I only go to shows of
elite,
upper echelon,
creme de la creme.
Like I'm not going to.
Word.
Yeah, I don't know. Cause I go to see who I like. You know,
Right.
I'm not like y'all rap, so y'all in it. Like, so you want to see up and coming, underground, all that. Me, I don't rap. Like,
I feel you.
If I see such and such on the bill, oh, I want to see him live,
right,
or her live, that's when I'm.
Do you? So now, do you still go to shows and like study? Is it still kind of like studying like game film and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, we've had conversations about this. It's hard for me to enjoy a show.
Yeah, same.
You know, because I'm always studying or picking apart things that, you know, probably other people wouldn't notice, like things in the mix or like, oh, they actually messed up right there.
Yeah.
Nobody knows, but this is what happened. And yeah, like taking notes as far as what I want to implement and things like that, show structure, taking them on a ride, you know, starting out with a certain level, going up, bringing it back down, bringing it back up. Like it's
there's an art to it.
It
man.
is, yeah.
There's an art to it. Like I'm grateful that it's because I feel like once you get to that point where it's like if you're not studying it, then the passion's gone.
For sure.
I feel like it's just not. I don't know. That's where my competitive nature comes in because I don't have like competitive nature with rap. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
But like I'll see somebody, like I'll see someone perform, and I'm like, would I be worried to go up after them as a bill?
Mm-hmm.
And if the answer is yes, then it's like, okay, why? What is it?
Right.
Like, what is it about them? Like, now it's like I feel I'm at the point where I can be on a bill with anybody.
You're comfortable, yeah.
And it's such a great feeling. Like it's new for me, but it's a great feeling.
Right.
But I still study.
Yeah, you got to.
Gotta
I mean,
do it.
they say, I don't know if he still does it, but they say Denzel goes to acting school every summer still. Like,
That's nuts.
Like, you know, I remember Shannon Sharp at the end of his career, in 2-a-days, he was still in there taking notes, studying like a rookie, you know, and it's just like, that's what it takes to be great consistently.
Right.
Is always being a student of the game.
That's incredible.
But yeah, so that's a good one. Stop rapping over your vocals.
Please.
Let's move.
Ho. Thriller, you got SmackDown?
You.
Okay.
Oh.
Take that. Take that. SmackDown. Damn. I thought you was gonna
Straight
say,
like that.
I thought you was gonna say they messed your order up at Arby's or something.
Oh yeah, that's my other unofficial sponsor, Arby's. They have the meats.
That's Thriller's
Yeah.
official sponsor.
It's only a coincidence that I have it every time you're here.
Because it's like before the show when we setting up and it's like, oh shit, how are we gonna eat today?
Right.
Arby's.
Well, they got the meats. They got chicken, turkey.
They got it all, bro.
Roast beef.
Man, seriously, Reggie, if you want that turkey gyro, you can have it. It's really fresh meats.
Nah, I just need some fruit.
Get that ad space.
So Reggie came in here real positive today, so I'll let him start this one off, but let's move on to the high fives.
Sound effects are killing me, yo.
High fives for friendship.
High five.
Sorry, Reggie.
Yo, when he mixed them and sent them to me, I was like, yo, this is, you did this by yourself? He was like, yeah. I was like,
You know, just messing
tough.
around.
A little drag and drop.
Dibbling and dabbling.
my high five?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I got
Show
like,
some love.
I'm gonna give 2. I might have 3. I don't know. First one is shout out to the Utah Jazz basketball NBA 52-10 record. They donated 55 scholarships though, because they added their 3 preseason wins. So for each win, a kid got a full scholarship to college.
Oh wow!
So shout out to them.
That's dope.
55 scholarships. I think they
fire.
started the initiative in January, and it was dope because the Jazz finished first in the West in the NBA. So that scholarship was just extra icing on the cake, and changed some lives of some kids. So that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Shout out to my surgeon. Last Thursday, I had a scope on my knee.
Yeah.
No pain after the surgery. I'm walking. I feel
It's
good.
it's probably because you did yoga right after.
Man, I thought about it, but I didn't want to tear my shit again.
Yoga's the cure for everything.
Yoga, yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna get
you got
into
a
it.
headache,
I'm gonna
just
get,
do yoga.
Yeah, I'm gonna do yoga. Yeah, because you breathe, you clear all that up.
I'm
I'm gonna do my yoga.
I'm
though.
fucking with you, but I am a believer as
So
well.
shout out to my surgeon, Dr. Elamine, down in Atlanta. And and my last high five, shout out to my boy Joe and Shayna. Yesterday, they bought me a waffle maker. I picked up at Target. So I
Major
made
key.
some waffles yesterday.
Real one.
Yeah. So shout out to them for the waffle maker. And yeah, they're my high fives this week. The little things, you know what I'm saying?
All right, that's 3 high fives.
3.
Oh, and applause.
And applause. Pretty much high five back to back. Pretty much are.
That's facts.
It's a pretty
That's
good
facts.
week, bro.
That was good. I want
So
to
I
shout
came in
out.
here, smack these motherfuckers.
Damn.
Aggression.
It's all love,
Need a
right?
Griselda
It's all love. So my high five, man, I had 2. The first one is I want to high five the Pit in the Peel. It's a juice bar out here in Richmond, Virginia. They're opening up a new location on Main Street, and they had us out there. Yeah, it's a rooftop joint. It's 1210 West Main Street.
Is that in Carytown?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm still learning the areas, but yeah, that's the Addy. But yeah, so they had like a soft opening. They're starting it. The grand opening is like June 2nd or June 3rd, but this one is way different than the other. Yeah, I know you're a juicer. Have you been there?
I used to do Pit and Peel. No disrespect to Pit and Peel. I used to do Pit and Peel, and then I found another one in the city that I prefer called North End Juice Company. There's one in the museum, and then there's one in a museum district, and there's one in Churchill by my house. So I like their stuff a little better, but I used to go to Pit and Peel first when I started juicing.
Okay.
And then once I got into it, I started finding more and more, and I just found one I like.
Okay, so this one seems like, from talking to the owners yesterday, it seems like they're trying to like rebrand this location a little bit because they got the rooftop bar.
Okay.
So they want to bring that kind of, nightlife,
vibes.
whatever. Yeah, it was a vibe too, and they added stuff to their menu.
Okay.
They got cocktails and
Because the
stuff.
one I used to go to was on VCU campus.
Okay.
And then I know they moved from there to Carytown, but I didn't know they were opening up a new one.
Yeah. So it was dope. So high five to them for having us out there to the
How y'all get invited to Pit and Peel?
Hey man, you
got the
gotta be
juice.
somebody. When you got the juice,
When you have the
literally got the
juice.
juice.
When you got the juice, you get the juice.
Hold on, bro. I didn't know how y'all got invited.
High five. You don't need to know that.
Yeah, I do.
You gotta be important in the city. You
Oh, here we go. You don't come to my city like this.
Important to the
You're not even
city.
from here. From here.
Instant impact.
Wow.
It's like when Kyrie comes to the Nets, it's just instant impact. Just things start changing. I start getting high fives.
I'm
all
gonna tell
over
a
the
secret
place.
how you got invited.
Huh?
Tell a secret how you got invited.
How'd I get invited?
Yo, bro.
How you know?
Don't worry about it. Yeah. I was trying to just have a conversation flow, but you want to play games.
Nah, I mean, I was. They knew me by name.
Pull your
when I
card
showed
like a
up.
magic trick. You feel me?
It's just
Bars.
So yeah. Also, shout out to Reload RVA.
He heard that. He
talked
know
about
that's
it
a
before.
bar.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm going to pull your card like a magic trick. Bars.
Damn, I don't have a boo on here yet. almost was about to plug in one. Shit's whack. His hair is whack.
That video is hilarious. His hair, whack. His shoes, whack. His stance, whack. Me, I'm tired of fuck.
All right, I gotta add that one.
Kyle, you got a high five?
Sure. I got two, I guess. One will be music related. Shout out to the young kid Smith Knight out of Richmond. I think I'm really invested in seeing like what the next. I hate sounding like the old head, but the next wave, like the next generation of kids, and seeing just what he and his collective Kids at Play are doing. It's inspiring because it reminds me of what we were trying to do, like what me and my homies were trying to do back in Stafford. So it's cool to see and just like executing and making really dope visuals, dope performances, just outside of the box, just dope stuff. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
So shout out Smith.
Yeah, shout out Smith Knight. Definitely making moves. Crazy thing. So I met him, or learned about him in the first season of Rap Elite, which I think was called Lyricist Lounge at the time.
Yep.
And he was like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get into the events. He wanted to perform at the open cypher, but he couldn't get in because he wasn't old enough, and the venue wasn't having it. And then we did a cypher at one of the colleges out here. I forget where it was. Was it Union or
State.
Union? It was State. And so he was able to rap there because it was just a college campus, right? And then he finally like turned 18, and now he started to get in the ciphers. And then it just seemed like, just like instantly, he just started leveling up. Yeah. And I saw this little kid, who was just trying to get in the venue and rap.
Yeah.
And it shows why he is, leveling up, because he really had work ethic. Like, he was hungry. He just wanted to get in there and rap. And
he's a good dude, man. He has a good head on his shoulders, and he's a good spirited kid. So
he's dope.
It's cool to see. He showed love. I found out about him when we did the Flag on the Moon contest, and he won the jump. And I was like, yo, if I was gonna lose to anybody, him, because I had heard that story about how he wasn't old enough to get in to do the ciphers and stuff, and I was like, okay, like he could have easily been like, oh nah, fuck this, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it was cool just to see him. Just his growth is really cool. I love seeing shit like that. So
sweet.
High five. High five.
High five. I got a high five my mama, because she shows up every Thursday.
Yeah, shout out to Mama Manila.
I know y'all don't hear Charlie on the podcast much anymore, because Mama Manila
much anymore.
She be holding it down. She's in the studio now, just feeding her, rocking her.
Yeah, shout out to Mama Manila. Big time. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So, did you have another high five?
I did, but I lost it. Shout out to Juice. Shout out to Juice.
Juice. So let's get into it, man. So I want to talk about, your origin story, and kind of just go through it, man. Go through your journey, your career, artistry, all of that stuff. So I met you, I don't know, man. It was probably 2010 or something.
I was thinking about that. I was like, was it Spaghetti Project?
Probably, The Spaghetti Project. Explain what the Spaghetti Project was.
What's the Spaghetti Project?
All right, so in downtown Fredericksburg, there was just a mecca, just in a small little, just dope shop, owned by our homies Edgar and Arlene. Shout out Edgar and Arlene.
Shout out Edgar.
Shout out Josh too. And just clothes, like dope toys, skate stuff. It was just fire. Okay. And it was called Spaghetti Project, right in downtown. And they used to host like events and stuff there. And it had to be summer of 2010. Summer of 2010, that was kind of just like the hub, I guess, for like the hip hop scene in that area. Like, I met Ja P there, I met Era Hardaway there, I met Kane there, like all of like the homies that I'm still like cool with, I met in that little space. But where we met, it was something rap related. Like there was some sort of cipher and that we were in, and I think that was back in the day where I was gung ho and I didn't want to rap after anybody else, so I would always jump in first. So I got my verse out of the way, and then Kane walked up, and I'm not gonna. It is what it is. I was like, hey, okay, who's this white guy about the one guy? And body. Like absolutely bodied, and I was just like,
We don't believe in
but not in a way, yeah. But it was also like he's always had a confidence about himself where he knew he was better than everybody else.
Before you go on, let me tell you where that confidence came from.
Please.
Oh, sorry.
Where he knew he was better than everybody.
This is before I met you, so don't even just.
When we used to be in college, every morning, every night, and we used to take our blankets and put them over our backs, and like we had chinchillas on. And we used to stand on our racks and our heads and our beds and rap to Dipset and shit. This is where his confidence came from. Because his imagination got crazy, you know? He thought he was Cameron and shit with the chinchilla. So
did you ever see that video of the like the nerdy looking kid that like remade the Santana's Town video?
Yes. That was us in our own world. And we listened to Santana's Town every morning. Every morning I played it. So my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no. And so got in and demolished the cipher like only Kane can do. And I think that was around, that had to have been around My Universe time, right? Or was that before?
Yeah. My Universe was 2010, so it was
this was
just
Charles
around
Street.
that time.
Yeah.
No, it was Charles Street by the spaghetti.
Yeah, it was around that time. I don't know if yeah.
Spaghetti Brother was off Charles Street.
Right.
In downtown Flint. It was off Charles Street.
I think I wasn't there yet. I might have still been living at the crib with my folks. But then the next year I was in Charles Street. But yeah, that was when Lou and I linked up.
Yeah.
We did My Universe, and that scene felt like it was kind of popping for Fredericksburg.
Cool. And what was dope about it was I told Trav beforehand, he's getting his flowers today, so because you a legend to me, bro. I'm not just saying it because we're on camera. I say that I'm the best rapper in the 540, and when I'm rapping, I feel that way. But as far as like career and like, dog, you've been putting out full albums for over a decade, and like full like rollouts and headlining shows and working with legends, and people don't do that. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but rappers from our area who know who you are and are aware of you and show you love in public, but don't show like face to face, but won't show love in like, I don't understand it.
Right.
But like, bro, you like, you're the king of the area, dog. I really hope you know that. Like,
I really appreciate
there
that.
hasn't been anyone that has reached the levels that you have. And the fact that you're still growing and still, like, it still feels like surface to you.
Right.
Like,
facts.
It's cool. So, but
I appreciate that.
I
man.
say that to say, like, that's not like a new thing. Like, that was from, because just thinking about doing a photo shoot for a project was nuts to me. Like, I was like, oh, how would you even go about doing this? I just wanted to rap.
Right.
And like, just, so it was always cool to see that. And then like leveling with the MTV Joan and Sway and Lincoln with Static. And I we'll get there because I do want to know how that came to be. I feel like I have an idea of it, but I do want to ask that.
For sure.
But yeah, man, like it was, we always just kind of had a rapport with each other. And then we would always see each other at events. We would always end up in freaking ciphers together.
Yeah, facts.
I always made sure that I rapped before you.
That's funny.
Every time. But like, it was always cool. Like you, and now we're at a point where I appreciate kind of like the friendship that we have. Even though we haven't done a record together, that's on me. That's on me. That is on me. I will take that.
We've been talking about it forever. Like that happens so much in this game, bro. It's like, it's not that we don't want to.
Yeah.
There's so many artists where I'm like, yo, let's do it. All right, man.
I got you.
I'm
gonna email you something, you know what I'm saying? We gonna link. The biggest lie in the world.
We're gonna build. But no, this is the year now. I mean, closer, you know.
100%. And I'm just ready. I feel like I'm at a point where, you know,
and your production too.
Thanks, man.
Crazy. I love it,
bro. Literally, just because I can't pay people for the beats that I want, so you learn how to make them yourself.
I remember Nick said that.
Yeah.
Nick F was like, less about paying people, but more so like I can't wait around to try to find the feel or the inspiration that I need from somebody else that's sending me beats.
100%.
I just got to make it myself. I got to get in there and do it.
And you just got to start. Like, you're gonna suck. Like, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. You've probably been hitting jump shots since you were in the womb. So I don't know. But like, you gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean?
I wish I was hitting jump shots out the womb.
I wish I was hitting jump shots now.
Me too. Shit.
Oh, you'll be back. You got the knee. He gonna be back
In due time.
Yeah.
So how did you get into music?
Right.
Like, I know your family history is like, I don't know a lot about that, but I know your parents were musicians, right?
Yeah. So military brat, Air Force. Woo. Save your jokes.
That's what we were in the
Air Force
branch when
ROTC.
Yeah.
Bro, I did Air Force ROTC in high school.
That was the easiest shit I ever did in my
Sure
life.
was.
That's why we did. That's why we picked Air
Fam, they
Force.
had me as drill team commander. I was like, why? I was nice with it though.
Especially once they found out we wasn't commissioning, it was like, bro, I don't know how these guys is coming to this.
Easy
Just
A.
let them go.
But yeah, so my parents met in this group called Tops and Blue, which is basically just like the Air Force's equivalent of Glee, or like the USO. They travel around to different bases, perform music. So I was always, and then my mom was a jazz singer in the military with a group called the Airmen of Note, and so she worked with the Winans. She sang with Shaka Khan at Constitution Hall. There's a photo somewhere, I'm gonna find it, of her singing and President Clinton playing sax. And it's the hardest photo.
That's hard. That needs to be an
ever,
album
like,
cover, bro.
Working on it. Working on it. But yeah, so I've always been around music from literally like a baby. Grew up in church, a church choir, school choir. That was my thing. Choir was kind of where I kind of came into myself, I guess. First, I'm gonna talk my shit. It's been 12 years. I don't care. First guy in North Stafford High School history to get to all-state choir and honors choir in the same year. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Shout out Miss Bruno.
I need a siren on this joint.
A lot of Stafford shout-outs are gonna happen today.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, and then I got into rap probably like 7th, 8th grade. That was about the time 8 Mile came out. And so everybody wanted to battle and everybody wanted to, and easy target. I've been a big dude all my life. I have the lisp, I have the glasses, I do easy target. So it was kind of like that scene in 8 Mile where they're outside of the lunch truck and like exhibits like going off.
Boots are starting to grow roots.
So when I had that moment and everyone kind of just looked like,
hold on, you had the moment where
I was getting clowned,
okay,
and no one expected for me to like retaliate, and then I did, and everyone was just like, "Yo, wait a minute, whoa," to the point that like dudes were like trying to battle me, literally the. The PE class before Thanksgiving break where they're not really doing anything. There's no lesson. You just go grab a couple basketballs and shoot around. So the coaches were like, all right, we can either do shoot around or you and this dude Kenneth can go battle in front of like 200 students right now.
Oh, shit.
Ask me who won. You know the answer.
You bodied him?
Man,
Let's
dude,
go.
Homie he pulled a cannabis. He had the notepad.
30 pages of rhymes in here.
Yeah. So, and then after that, just started writing and just, the typical finding beats that I liked. First verse I ever wrote was over Lupe's Dumb It Down. Had a little MP3 player, walked around following everybody. Yep.
Still don't know what the hell he talking about.
At all.
Nothing he talking
Right out of the
about.
white powder picker, the firefly would spit hot fire like dialing on Chappelle's skit.
So do you know what them verses mean? Like,
No, it was just Lupe.
I'm gonna figure it out one day.
It was just Lupe being Lupe. So
Yeah.
I really think it was very service level. I'm sure Atlantic was like, hey man, we need, like, Kick Push was great.
Yeah.
We need another single. And he was like, nah, let me just rap about nonsense for
Right.
4 minutes.
Right.
And make it the lead single.
Fucking. We was talking about Lupe earlier.
Yeah.
And we was talking about a couple of his verses. And I know we were talking about one of my favorite verses being off of
The Kanye record?
the Kanye record.
Yeah, Touch the Sky.
But then you guys mentioned Failure.
Yup.
So then I doubled back and I said, Failure is actually my favorite record.
Yeah, I think
so.
Same for me.
Yeah, so,
I think so.
after we talked and I found out you're a big Lupe fan, what is your top 3 Lupe songs?
In no order, Emperor soundtrack off of Food and Liquor, American Terrorist off of Food and Liquor, and then random one, but Spray Paint and Ink Pens, which is Lupe, Ghostface, and Mike Shinoda. It was when Mike Shinoda did that Fort Minor record, and he did a mixtape beforehand with Green Lantern.
Oh, I remember that one.
That beat was nuts. And they
I gotta
all
go
went
back
crazy.
and hear that. I completely forgot about that.
It was incredible, yo. I like Mike Shinoda's like one of my favorite like producers and MCs and stuff. So hearing that, like already knowing that him and Lupe had worked together, and then hearing Ghostface, I was just like, this is incredible.
Damn.
I wish that Lupe was the group they had. Child Rebel Soldiers, Lupe, Pharrell,
I won't talk about
who was it? Kanye?
Yeah, it was Kanye, Pharrell, and Lupe.
I wish that would have
Places
happened.
Over the Tom York sample.
I wish that would have happened.
Yeah.
That would have been. But if you think about music and like all the collabs, we wish that would have happened.
But there was no excuse for
Or
them
albums
because
that-
they were on tour together.
Right.
Like they did that Glow in the Dark tour. So
Yeah,
you're telling
exactly.
me we couldn't get an E EP?
I know.
People
Like-
got schedules, man. People busy. They had a level.
Yeah.
They had a level that
Because Glow in the Dark
none of
was
us
what,
have
right?
ever seen.
Right.
Yeah, but when you combine those forces, imagine what level you
Yeah,
can
but
reach.
you don't know what they schedules like. It's just crazy.
Or even if the chemistry was really there, because I mean the joints that we did get, we got Us Placers, we got the Everyone Knows remix, and we got the Don't Stop joint that was on the Good Fridays. So they batted 1,000. They were 3 for 3.
They might have a whole album too. They just shit
Maybe.
didn't work out.
What was the joint where he was telling the story about trying to approach the girl at school?
Oh,
And he
that
gets-
was
and he-
Lupe over a Neptune
over
beat.
over Maybe
yeah.
by NERD.
Yeah,
and
so
he
that
gets
to
and he
me
gets the
kinda
girl.
counts.
Yeah,
That
and he
could've
gets the
maybe
girl was
done-
really good.
That was a fire.
Because he was a
joint.
nerd,
Yeah.
and then he like tutored her or something, and they like hit it off and fell in love.
Me and
Yeah,
Laura was
yeah.
nice, but I bought Hybrid Theory twice.
Yeah.
Have to chill in it. Yeah.
That
yeah.
joint was sweet.
Fire.
Yeah, I remember that.
See,
joint.
that could have been on the EP too, because
No, yeah, because it was already
Yeah,
Pharrell.
so-
joint.
But like, what other collabs are you was looking forward to? Like J. Cole just shut down him and Kendrick's.
That was never happening. I don't think that was ever
think
gonna
that was
happen.
ever happening?
I think
Yeah.
we got what we were gonna get when they did the Black Friday joint and they traded beats. If they keep doing that,
That's
I'm cool
cool,
with that.
yeah.
But I don't think even if we heard a whole project with Cole and Kendrick, I don't think it would be what everyone thinks it is.
I tell you what one is gonna be. We did talk about it earlier. If Cole and 21 did an album together, bro. They literally 2 for 2 Grand
That's a
Slams though.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
are.
tour.
I don't know if
That's an album.
That's an out. Though I'm saying like that's a tour though.
it is.
That's a crazy
It
tour.
might happen because people are definitely noticing what we're noticing. Like
Yeah.
that, they got something. You know,
Yeah.
they got some chemistry.
21,
like,
21.
I mean, of course, Ross and Drake.
That one's coming.
I said that.
apparently.
Remember, I've been
Is that
talking about
happening
it.
for real?
I said
Apparently
that.
it's in the works.
I think it's gonna
Yeah.
happen for real now since Ross and Meek Mill beefing.
If man, if
Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that.
They are beefing.
Uh-oh.
What is wrong with MMG, man?
No, what is wrong with Meek Mill? Why is he always beefing with everybody, bro?
Meek, yo.
That-
Although I would like to hear those diss records back and forth just to see what Ross would do.
To me, I don't really care for
I know
Ross
that's
being
like that.
disrespectful. Like
But that's why I wanna
love
hear
just
it.
him being
Yeah.
braggadocious and just float like he float on them
See,
crazy ass
I'm
beats.
a battle MC at the core, so I live for shit like that. Like, I want to hear how Rick Ross could transform his luxury
Put
talk.
some diss one. He diss Birdman.
Everybody's this bird, man.
I mean, I'm just saying, you heard him do a whole diss. Sometimes you stay in your lane, bro. Ross, fuck that shit, Ross.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I guess with Ross, I would want it to be like not saying that Meek isn't a formidable opponent, but like that's your artist, bro. Like at the end of the day, like I'm not like if Jay-Z and Memphis Bleak had ever like did diss records back and forth, I guess the closest we almost got was Budden and M, right? Because didn't he like diss M while he was signed to Shady or something like that?
Yeah,
Something
which
like that. I don't know, but that's
tacky. He's made a lot of tacky moves. I feel like that's just
fall from
why.
grace.
Yeah.
Fall from grace. But
Twice. After jump off, and he's falling right now. Low key.
Yeah.
After the whole podcast debacle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But he probably get another shot. Third time the charm.
Oh, I mean, he gonna be good regardless.
Yeah.
But it's
Used to be one of my favorite rappers.
bro.
When he was like
I never was a
mixtape
button for
Joe
that.
and all.
Bro, Mood Music got me through
Oof.
a lot, man. I can't even lie.
What's the best Mood music?
3.
My man, I agree 100%.
For sure.
Y'all got it.
Not your cup of tea?
Man.
I like Pump It Up and a couple features and a couple little singles here and there, but I could never sit
You know
through
you're
like
not a Joe Budden fan if you say, I like Pump It Up.
But the funny thing was,
Pump It Up was sweet. Everybody
Pump It Up
rapped
was
over that
hard,
beat.
man.
Everybody rapped over that beat and everything.
Give me that beat.
Because I was a mixtape fiend.
Yeah.
I was Green Lantern, Clue, K-Slay, the whole, everybody. And everybody went over that joint.
Yeah, it's like a popular thing nowadays to like clown that record, but
That
that is a
shit was-
classic.
yeah.
That's a
Classic
classic
record.
a timeless classic.
Yeah.
Play that you got served scene and don't get hyped. I'm serious. Do that
Yes,
Matrix
sir.
windmill. R.I.P.
Yeah,
Wilson.
bro.
Facts.
But I'm trying to think of more
Oh, you
collabs.
damn right I like Pump It Up.
Yeah.
Especially when Hov went over it.
Nice.
No, my boy Hov
What
had
about,
killed
a,
it.
Call
what
the
about
shot,
a
bro.
Hov and Nas album? Would
No.
y'all be
Yes,
here for that?
I'm here for it.
No.
I would like it.
Long as
although-
they don't let Khaled pick the
Nah.
beats.
Oh,
I'm good.
Lord,
I'm good.
Lord
Sorry.
T. I think it would be cool.
As long as Khaled don't pick the beat, I'm good.
But yo, Bink could produce the whole jump,
It
and I
could have
still
been.
would be like, I don't know.
Why? You just don't think their chemistry is that
Yeah,
good? or what?
like it's just not. They've done what, like 3 songs together, 4 songs together, something like that, and none of them really wowed me. And as like 2 of arguably the greatest to ever, not arguably, 2 of the greatest to ever do it, period, I am expecting to get blown away. And I don't think I've ever been blown away hearing a Jay and Nas record.
But that's tough expectations to go into it with, you know. Like,
But they know that though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Black Republican, I love it.
Incredible beat.
Success, I love it. I actually like Jay's verse on the Khaled album. I just don't like Khaled overproduced. We talked about.
Yeah.
There's too much going on in the beat that takes away from what they're actually saying.
Khaled really is trying to be Quincy Jones.
So like
I just
for
didn't love
me,
either one of those verses.
I will
James Fauntleroy was the best part of that record.
Yeah.
I'll take a Jay Nas album. I'll take a Drake and Ross, and I'll take a 21 and J Cole album. Yeah,
Yeah.
for me.
Who would you want to collab with if you could have
Just
anybody?
no budget, or endless budget. That's a good one. This is gonna sound corny, but Tyler. I call him Ace because it's weird saying Tyler, but Tyler the Creator. I think we share a lot of the same influences, and we have a very broad range in like ear for production. So I think that would be crazy.
Yeah,
I gotta
I
get a
can
Mike
see that.
Shinoda beat. I gotta get one, just one.
There's one name I'm hoping he say, but I'm waiting to see what he gonna say.
Also Nick. I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but Nick F. I would do 3 albums with Nick.
Yeah.
Like
He's one of the greatest.
I do a
man.
whole series. No, that's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
That's my favorite rapper ever.
That's dope. I could see both of that.
Yeah.
Both
But
of
there's
those.
list is forever. Like
Yeah.
Madlib, like Tape East, Soundwave,
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
Alchemist is an alien, bro. I don't get it. Like that little 4-pack that he just dropped.
I didn't even listen to it yet.
Incredible,
It's dope.
man.
You listen to it?
Yeah.
I don't want
sit down
Earl
with
rapping
it.
on anyone else's beats except Alchemist.
Right.
Like, if Earl just rapping on Al beats for the rest of his career, I'm here for it. Like,
Yeah. It's a perfect fit.
it was incredible.
Uh,
How about you? Who haven't you worked with? You know what I mean?
Nah, it's a long list. Let's see. As far as producers, Timbo was always my number one, like growing up, and he been my favorite producer forever. So I would say Tim, Madlib, DJ Premier. Thank you. That's like my number one.
Of course,
bro.
Primo.
That's
How did I not say Primo?
Just came out of nowhere.
because like you know,
I know it just came out of nowhere.
no, I've made statements to her like this is crazy, but like I could die a happy man if I had a record with Primo. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel why?
I mean, she there, she in the bag. Golly. Wife right here, Charlie Ray in the bag. You, man.
But man, if I get a Primo beat.
If I get a Primo beat, shit, everything just came full circle. I'm good.
No, because he'll shout him out in the record, and then I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I just like
Me,
I
after I
feel
wrote
like
that song about y'all 2 weeks ago, freestyle that
He
joint.
freestyled a song about our whole relationship and everything.
Wait,
like,
what?
It was like a whole song. Like that's what Reggie would just like hit a stride with a freestyle and just like
And just
what
go.
happened? I'm like, yo, what happened back there? You know, and it'll be like dope as fuck. But it's like,
we didn't record this?
He'll never write. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, like I feel like the Primo thing, I'm speaking it into existence because it's like been a couple close encounter type situations. And then last year, was it last year or the year before, he was playing a record of that I was on for like 10 weeks straight. Like he was starting out his show with my verse on it.
Word.
So I don't know if he's watching. I don't know if he really
no,
in his
that's
head,
happening.
but like, and then one time we were out
Do
at
what we always say.
what?
Talk about it later.
Tag him.
God damn.
No, but and then one time at A3C, he did this little I don't know, like a symposium type thing. It was in a studio, and he was just kind of answering questions and kicking it. And then afterwards, I went up to talk to him, right? And I had the Destruction album, and my icebreaker was gonna be like, "Yo, check out these cuts on here. My DJ and producer really, you know, it's been inspired by you, and
Right.
you can hear these cuts
100%.
are like homage to you, and like a thank you for everything you do, blah, blah, blah," and just introduce myself. There was a person right in front of me, tried to give him a CD, and he dissed him so hard. He's like, "I don't take fucking CDs." And I was like,
Ducked it, saved it. Hey, man.
I turned around, I was like,
You should have tried it anyway.
I know,
Fuck
but
it.
like when I had the
I get it. I get it. I get it. Like,
you didn't have a plan B, and I was just like, abort.
yeah, you probably like, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, I was out of there,
Shit.
bro.
If you go back in time, you'd be like, fuck it.
I know. I run that back in my head like from time to time. but-
Don't I know he's playing your verse?
Huh?
I didn't know he's playing your verse.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, on his show that he has on Sirius on Shade 45.
That's hard.
Side question for you, because you did A3C and South by. Mm-hmm. What would you say was probably the better experience? Because I've been to neither. South by?
So the first time I went, I'd say South by for sure, but like A3C.
Every time I think of South by Southwest, that South by Southwest.
What, when we went?
She was just in the backyard, bro.
What?
Some random
we was in the
shit.
backyard watching Dipset. It was
what?
Funk Flex. Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, we just went to a house in the city of Austin, somewhere in
So,
Austin, Texas, and these
I did. This is
performing in
a
somebody's
dope
backyard.
story. I've never told this actually. So I did a show at South by with Static and Joey Badass and Pro Era,
Right.
and Visto was on the bill, I think, and it was one other MC. It was one other artist from DC. I can't remember. Oh, Authentic was on that bill.
wow.
I think he was on that bill. But anyway, we did the show, tore it down, and Static like spun my set. So he came up, did my set, and then he stayed on stage in Pro Era, and then Joey came on.
right.
And afterwards was just rapping, and he's like, "Yo, what are you doing tomorrow night?" And I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "We having this party that Diddy's manager is throwing, and this is gonna be a party that you're gonna tell your kids about." He was like, "I'm talking about we got midget strippers, we got a petting zoo animals that's coming, we got all this shit, like we got a balloon artist." You know what I'm saying? He's just like saying all this crazy shit. Funk Flex is DJing. And so like that's all I knew. He was just showing like flexing, like, you know. So he hit me with the address the next night. I was like, Reggie, let's go. And we pulled up and it's just in this backyard. There's like
It's like crib in the neighborhood.
just and
Like
just like a
this.
neighborhood.
Like a
Yeah, it was,
neighborhood
they
like
probably
this.
So like
Airbnb'd
other
it or
houses
something.
like right there.
Literally like this.
Yeah, they probably Airbnb'd it or something. And so yeah, we just walk in and then fucking Funk Flex just brings out the whole Dipset. Cam, Jim Jones, and we just sitting on this fence in the backyard just watching fucking Dipset. And it's just like, wow, this is crazy. So yeah, that was dope. I didn't see midget strippers though. I was kind of pissed about that. And I didn't even see any of the like farm animals, but somebody was like, "Oh no, they were over there." That's what I was like.
Shit was crazy, bro.
But yeah.
Crazy to me.
It was
Farm
cool.
animals, midget strippers, and
You ever
Dipset.
been to anything crazy?
No.
like that?
My craziest story is I got kicked out of a VIP section in New York City by Raven Simone.
For real?
Yeah.
For what? Why? Run the whole story. Run it.
So first time going to New York. This was 20. It's so random. I know.
That's wild.
When did Pimp a Butterfly come out? 14?
Yeah,
Something like
around
that.
that 14 or 15.
So go to New York with my homie Mikkel. Shout out Mikkel.
Shout out Mikhail.
And go that broke. $10 in my pocket. So
You make for the best story.
they really do, man.
You just don't have
So-
it. You just like, fuck it. I'm going.
But like you live the experience.
You're on the
So-
edge too. You don't know if you're gonna eat.
Fam, bro, my phone is broken. My phone is broken. My girl at the time is bugging because I have to like email to answer text messages and shit. Oh my god, it was trash. It was so trash. But anyway, so we go to New York and my homie Drum or Shelly now. He
Shout out to him. We got a new album. out.
yeah,
new album,
incredible
fire.
album. Incredible album. Shout out to Shelly. So he was doing a gig in the city. It was like a brunch or something. And his DJ, Gabe, had hit me and was like, hey, why? First thing he asked me was, yo, why are you here? And I was like, I don't know. I kind of just came for the ride. Like, my friend was like, you want to go to New York? I was like, sure. So he was like, all right, we're going to put you on the guest list. So me and my boy Stefan go. Super nice spot in Manhattan. We are not supposed to be there. The only reason that I was the only one on the guest list. They let my boy in because he had a camera, so they just thought he was a photographer. Bottomless mimosas. That's what they always promoted, right?
Mm-hmm.
My naive self, I'm bottomless mimosas. Yeah, juice and champagne. So I'm knocking these back. You know what I'm saying? I went to ODU. I feel like I have my college days. You know what I'm saying? Man, I looked at the bottle. It was Tanqueray.
Oh.
So I'm about 4 in. Lit. Super lit. Like All Day came on by Ye and we almost caved the floor in. It was nuts.
Damn.
So, yeah, it was crazy. So Stefan comes back and he's like, hey, we gotta go. I was like, why? He was like, apparently somebody famous is here. So they're kicking us out. So we walk out, and then as soon as we get out, then Raven comes in, and I'm like, I looked like Raven when she had the vision. I was like, hey, bro. Dog, it was the most random thing ever. I used my friend's phone to call my girl, and I was like, you're not gonna believe what happened. Like, we just got kicked out of VIP by Raven Simone.
Raven Simone.
It was incredible.
Damn.
Gotta love New York City.
She a fucking huge megastar.
Yeah.
Damn.
She brought the whole restaurant out.
Yeah. With like 20 people. Like 20 people.
Could
on
have kicked it
it.
with Shelly and Tyler and Kev and the homies though, you know?
Nah, they didn't know
No,
us.
she was like, they drinking Tanqueray.
Yeah.
These
Nah. I was probably, like I said, I was lit.
Yeah, I don't
it was
fuck with mimosas. Mimosas would do, I don't know why. Champagne always fucks me up.
Right.
You like champagne? You do? I can't. It's the bubbles. Like, it's the bubbles. I don't know.
I mean, you don't like bucket. You just kind of sit and chill with it. Like,
See, that's my problem.
You drink it like you drinking PBR and shit.
Right. I think that's my problem. Like, I got one speed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's
Thanks.
Poking
I'm the
holes
same
in
way.
the side of the can and shit.
Hey, man.
Remember when?
Don't sweat the technique. Don't sweat the technique. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Remember that one party we were at? Remember the summer house that we had? I was beer bonging Andre champagne.
That's why you don't like champagne. First of all, you don't like it because you're Andre. That shit $5. It's all about the juices to make bottomless mimosas.
It's effective.
And second, you don't like it because you just not supposed to drink champagne like that. So it probably had you real sick. You got too much like sugar in it.
Yeah, I was wilding, but that's
only
when
one
I
scoop.
discovered the beer bong, and I was like, this thing is crazy. You can like drink one beer in this and be drunk.
When it hits your lips, it's just so good. When
No,
it hits your lips.
my beer bong experience ended when they decided to pour Jack down it, and I wasn't ready. I thought it was a beer.
Oh, see, that's you was at the wrong
college.
party.
This
That was a
college.
college. Yeah.
Lord have
ODU was
mercy
different,
on
man.
our souls. So you went to ODU.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
Yep.
You're from Fredericksburg, but you went to ODU. Now, I don't know this, and you can explain it. Being that you went down to the 757 and there's so much musical greatness,
100%.
you can easily run down the list.
Yeah.
Did you feel like any extra inspiration just because you were like in that? That's pretty much like the Mecca for music in Virginia.
No, 100%.
Because you were in that area, or was it more like just kind of the same? Like for me, I feel like if I would have went to, if I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I'm in the 7th Timberland Pharrell clip. Like, damn, they coming out of here like this is a chance. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the first like month, yeah, because it was just like, okay, this is really cool. Like the studio where one of my favorite albums ever is Justin's debut album, Justified, and they made it right down the street from where I used to live.
Okay.
So like that, in an instance, yeah. But I think what was more dope for me was the local scene. There was a really dope local like music scene that was like kind of bubbling. And when you talk about like your Rebelese and Intellect and Amir Driver and so
Young Money Young.
yeah, no, for real, no, but for real,
fuck with Young Money Young,
I rock
bro.
with Young. Like so, it was Shallon Park.
Oh shit, that's a name I heard.
You know what I'm saying? But like, there was a lot of dope stuff. But what was cool was when I went to ODU, just that community in ODU itself was really incredible. Like, Era, my boy Paulie, Conscious Kane, Masego.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, that's the perfect example. Like that was more inspiring than anything else because like when he really started getting traction, it was like it's really possible. You just got to put in the work and just be yourself. Like there was no like image, no gimmick, nothing. Like he was literally just a dude with a longboard playing sax in front of the main just like the kick it spot. And so that was cool because we would always do like little shows here and there. So that was more inspiring than anything else because like all of those people, those legends, they're from there and they still show up there, of course. But there was definitely like there was a foundation that was being built. So that was probably more inspiring than anything else because you get to be a part of it.
Right,
and with
exactly.
where we're from, there's not. It is what it is. Like there's just not a lot of resources. There's not a lot of venues. You know, people don't really want to work like how they say they want to work. Like. And as soon as you get down there, it's just like you're just stepping right into a community that's kind of in a second wave now, where it's getting even deeper, where it's dope to see. So that was probably more inspiring than knowing that the legends were from there.
Yeah, it's dope right now. You can definitely feel the energy, and then like a cool thing that I think we got to credit radio for big time is kind of bridging Richmond and the 757 together. You see these guys coming up here, you see us going down there and shit like that. But yeah, just to speak on that, like that's why I moved up to the DMV, DC area because like what you're talking about, it's not, there's only the ceiling is really
Yeah, I was
low
gonna ask
in Fredericksburg because there's really nowhere to perform.
What artists are like from Northern Virginia that kind of made it?
Goldlink.
Gold Link's a big one.
Cali Uchis.
Shy Glizzy.
But I'm talking about Virginia.
Wale.
Virginia. I mean,
I know DC. You can run down DC.
Right, but I mean, to me, like that's the DMV is just like it's all lumped in.
Because if you come like to Richmond, you're gonna say Richmond. This is who we have from here.
Right.
7-5. This is
so like just
Western Virginia.
right.
I don't know.
Just Northern Virginia. I mean, the first names that come to my head as far as like, I'm not saying because he's here, but Kane. Shout out Jared Sanders. who's kind of paved his own lane. It's slim, bro. I won't lie to you. It's pretty slim. I mean, we have producers that come from here. My homie Wave IQ is from Stafford, and he produced stuff for like Jaden Goldlink, Pee Wee Longway, which is tough. But yeah, I mean, it's slim. Like, there's not a lot from Northern Virginia. Like, there's not a lot that I can think of. Yeah. There's always been like cats that like
Black Cobain.
Black Cobain. Yeah. And I guess that kind of falls into that lane where there are cats that like
that they get lumped in with DC. That like I think people just would say, oh, he's DC, but he's not. He's Alexandria.
But if you listen to him, he says he's from Virginia. Right. Alexandria.
No, I know.
But that's the thing. People from Virginia say they from Northern Virginia. They're from Virginia.
But then on the flip of that,
if you're not from the area, then you be like, you from DC or something.
Right. But on the flip of that, so I'm from Stafford, right? And I've never lived in Richmond in my life, but for maybe like 5 years, like cats thought I was from Richmond.
I still got people down here that I run into now, and
that
they're like, "Oh, you haven't been living here?
You're back home."
Nah, I just moved here. Like.
But I guess it goes back to like if you don't have the resources, you either make them or you go where they are. And I was blessed to, I don't even remember how I think it was through Sabrina. I think it would have to be through Sabrina Holder. But getting connected with like Slapdash and like what Octavian was doing in Epic Fest. Like I think I did like 4 Epic Fests in a row, I think. And Epic Fest, I don't know if you're familiar with Epic Fest.
Epic Fest. So
Epic Fest was this really dope indie rap festival based out of Richmond, founded by Kane McCoy and Octavian X from Slapdash. Shout out to Ock and Kane. And bro, they were just we booked the venue. Mm-hmm. We gonna get as many people as we rock with to perform, and people actually showed up. It was like one of those things where like we've done plenty of showcases where it's 30 mugs on the bill, 20 mugs in the audience.
Yeah, exactly.
But in this, it was cool because it was, at least for me, it was the first time where I did a show where the majority of the audience wasn't artists.
Right.
They were just like people who genuinely wanted to appreciate live music. So that was the first. So that kind of just built over time, and like I said, I did 2012. I did the cycle of 2012 through 16, and that's where I met Nick. That's where I met Obliv. I have a lot. That kind of built my staple here, where like I'll run into people, people run into me. It's like, hey, I remember you from such and such, and I'm like, for real? Because I don't remember that show at all. I was gone.
But it was dope. It was like a festival setup, really. Like
week long.
The energy was dope. I feel like 1 year was the best year because I think I only did it 2 or 3 years.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I think you're talking about 2012 when it was at Kingdom.
Yeah.
Without Kingdom. Remember when Ja performed? It had like the confetti. Remember that?
That was fire.
Our boy Ja P.
Oh,
he had a song called.
Morant. Rule.
Oh, no.
Hey, Ja Rule could have been Ja Rule at Epic Fest. They could have made that happen.
Firefest. He was playing in Firefest when we was doing Epic Fest.
No, 2012 was a crazy one because that was the one that got shut down because of the hurricane.
Right.
Remember that?
Or maybe it was the year before. I don't know. It's on YouTube somewhere, but there's footage of me performing at that joint, and the shit was packed, and it was rocking, and it was never quite like that year. I don't know if it was 12 or 13, because then they moved it to that spot that was Aurora, the club on the corner.
In Richmond?
Yeah.
I thought it was
on Grace Street.
Was it Fusion?
Yeah. No, it was Aurora.
It's Aurora, yeah.
It was Aurora.
Now it's a brewery.
Now it's a brewery.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
a comedy club.
Now it's a comedy club?
I think it's a comedy club.
Wow, yeah. I thought I heard the brewery was going out. It was Champions Brewing. But
yeah, I remember. Okay.
Because they did some Rap Elite events
I did.
there.
I did mine there.
But the acoustics in there were just so bad. It was so bad one year, and it was like that was the last time for me. I was
I remember Champions Brewing because Anakin did a set, and I think like the first 5 minutes, he couldn't hear anything, and I was just like,
yeah. I mean, they got it it was doable. It was somewhat acceptable. But I'm talking about when it was it was probably the last year of Epic Fest. It was just it was bad. It was so bad.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
Yeah, it got to the point where literally like
hear shit.
Because with Epic Fest, it used to be like I would do my set and then I'm kicking it, seeing the homies, seeing everybody set. But I towards the end, just because. Not for any particular reason, but I was just like, I just did my set and I dipped.
Yeah.
Because it was just a weird.
Yeah, the energy shifted over the years with that one.
Yeah.
But what was like one of the moments or experiences or accomplishments that you're most proud of, or like your favorite moment?
So far. Because we're going to keep going.
Of course.
Yeah. No, just positive vibes today.
Absolutely, Reg.
As simple as it sounds, the Missy retweet was really cool. Like getting that shout out from Missy Elliott was really dope. But probably the dopest one was Richmond related and Nick F related. Actually at the Elite that I did at Champions Bro. I did remix the I Got Up joint. And so I just, as a tribute to the city, because I love the city and my favorite rappers from the city. So I was like, sure. I even hit him beforehand and I was like, hey, is it cool if I do the remix? And he was like, yeah, nigga, I don't care. Like, go ahead. Like, sure. That's always been like my relationship with Nick. I'll be like, hey, like I shot something in front of the mural. Like, is this cool? Like, do I have your blessing? He's like, yeah, dog, I don't care. So
it's dope. Boys got murals in the city.
That's so crazy to me. But like, so I did my set, and great set. It was awesome. And then I'm like breaking down like my setup. First person that walks up to me was Nick, and dapped me up and was just like, hey, yo, bro, you can rap your ass off. At that moment, I did not care about trying to be the best rapper.
Right.
I didn't care. I was like literally the person that I've learned the most from: stage performance, breath control, delivery, aggression, versatility, producing your own stuff. Like I've learned so much from Nick that it's insane. So the fact that I got like that stamp of approval, I was like, fuck everybody else. Like I don't care. That's probably the biggest. Honestly, it's probably the biggest accomplishment. Besides like doing my own headliner and stuff like that, that was cool. But yeah,
that's dope.
It's always getting that stamp of approval from your favorite artist.
For sure. I mean, like at some point, I was just like, you know, goals changed a little bit, and I don't know. I feel like as a competitive rapper, always the goal is to be respected by those that you respect, or the ones that you hold high. And when you get that, it is fulfilling. It's more fulfilling than, you know, if you got a million streams or something, probably, because it means more. It's coming directly from the source. Yeah. As a, you know, so
someone that impacts you, if you even made the smallest impact on them, for them to even say, "Yo, you're dope." That's a
What's the name gave you the stamp with, right?
Who?
Logic, right?
Are you a fan of Logic?
I shit on Logic so bad.
So okay,
I need to stop, bro. So
it's funny because in my
Reggie got a new SmackDown.
So it's funny because in my group chat, I'm usually the one that's like rooting for Logic. I got a homie that is always, he went to a Logic set, and this was when like homie was on, so he could do whatever he wanted. My man was literally playing Mario Kart like in the middle of a set.
That was fire though.
That's insane, but it pissed my friend off. He was like, dude, I paid money for these tickets to see him rap, not play no daggone Mario Kart.
But was he like letting people
he brought a fan up. He brought a fan, so it was cool.
So, but he did stop the music and they were just playing?
It was literally like in the middle of his set, we're gonna do a quick Mario Kart race.
He better have played the fucking beach.
I think
and hit the shortcut. So if he didn't hit the shortcut,
I thought that was
he's
fire.
not true to the game. Or the shortcut on Rainbow Road.
To answer your
That's
question,
a good question. I need to know if he made the shortcut. Just don't put it on the jumbotron.
Don't make the shortcut.
Exactly,
bro.
like mad video wall.
You gotta be sweet with it now.
To answer your question, am I a fan of Logic? Yes. I think it's no argument, even though no one wants to say it. Logic is the most successful rapper to come from the DMV. No one ever wants to say it, and that's fine. But he's the most successful rapper to come from the DMV. I think his come up, and I think the Young Sinatra series, it was an incredible mixtape series. I think But
I liked the young Sinatra stuff.
I loved it.
I did.
And
at the time, I did.
I wish that I understand expanding, and I understand expanding to a broader audience, and I get that. And like, dude has had great success. I can't tell you the last project that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Right.
Like I liked the last album. I did like pieces of the last album, and I like that he kind of revisited like stuff from the first debut album that he did. But I more a fan of just his grind because he just didn't stop.
I always respect the grind and the hustle.
But the music,
I always just talk about the music. I always mess with Trav, but anybody's grind and hustle to make it. Obviously, I know and understand work ethic and what it takes to get to a certain level. Right. It takes a lot of hard work, and sometimes just take the stars need to align. 100%. But I mean, I definitely respect anybody's grind and hustle. And it don't mean I gotta like your music.
Right. Yeah, and that's a dope thing.
Music that's what it is for me too.
It's not for everybody.
Like it's like, and I also recognize his talent.
Yeah,
he's absolutely talented. And Reg, if you haven't seen it, I think the doc series on Netflix is called Raptured.
Yeah.
Is that? Watch that and
I've seen it.
You seen the one with him?
No, I skipped it because
got it. No, but hey, you know what? Honestly, you don't even have to be a fan of his music, and it's still an enjoyable watch. Like it was.
It made me. It made me feel bad about not liking his music.
I get it
because he's like, oh my God, his work ethic is crazy and his talent and what he just decided to like. Oh, I'm gonna teach myself the piano and I want to be able to sing these ballads at my shows. Yeah. And it's like now he sounds great. It's just like he's talented as fuck. So
he definitely I've never met him, but I know people that are like close to him. Like his DJ is really cool. Like Rhetoric is really cool and always been a homie. So, but yeah, I don't know. Music's not for everybody.
I mean, like I said, man, work ethic.
He can rap though.
He can rap.
He can definitely rap. I hate that narrative. I hate that narrative that says that he can't rap, but
yeah, some of the raps they become formulaic to me.
Oh yeah, of course.
And he doesn't have to try as hard.
Yeah,
and I just. Yeah.
But I feel like once you get to a certain level, I feel like a lot of artists do that. Like a lot of people have kind of like a template, and if it works, it works. I mean. I can't sit here and say, when was the last time we heard Drake really experiment with something? Like, he's just always been good at, like, I like that sound. I know how I can incorporate. Like, everyone has a formula. That's true. It gets to a point where, like, you have a routine. Like eventually, like, you make enough jump shots, you know what your shot's gonna be like.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like you can practice your jump shot for 10, 15 years. You're not just going to switch to the Tayshaun Prince. But
he's going to work on the Euro step.
You know what I mean?
He's going to...
Not Tayshaun, though.
You know what I mean? Like,
not Tayshaun Prince.
You're not just going to switch right to a different...
Oh, shit.
But I guess with music, it's different because I guess it depends on how you consume it, because there are some artists where you want them to keep that particular sound for forever. Mm-hmm. And then there are some artists where you want them to experiment and you enjoy them experimenting. Like hearing Kendrick wanting to do like rock shit, I don't know what that's gonna sound like, but like I'm excited because I know it's gonna be crazy.
Well, I feel like for me as an artist, and I want you to speak to this, but I get bored if like, and it's like I'm not evolving as an artist if I make the same project over and over.
Yeah.
It's like every project that I approach, I have intention and I have some kind of something in mind that I want to accomplish. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to make the same album over and over.
Right.
Like, what about you? Like, is that...
no, dude, I can't even make the same song twice.
Right.
And that's something that I've kind of struggled with because I do like the idea of having an intention with the album sonically. Blech. I hate using that word. But, dog, remember like that summer when everyone just talked about the sonics? Like, I had no idea what they're talking about. Dude, shut up. Just bring the bass down. That's all you gotta do. But sonically, the 808 was slightly higher than... Shut up, dude. But
everybody's an engineer now.
Yeah, because you use Lander.
All right.
Stop. But no, yeah, I can't make the same song twice, and I kind of had to fight with that because I produce pretty much all of my stuff, and all my stuff is kind of all over the place. For me, it's great because I'm making it for me, but then when you're presenting it like it's a product, and you want to make sure that people are able to digest it. But I think you kind of get to a point where it's just like you're just gonna make what you make. I think that's why I like Gambino so much, because
My God.
Gambino is just always gonna. You never know what to expect,
Right.
but it's
Fuck with Bino.
it's always dope. Yeah, me too. He had some cringe bars early. Cringe bars.
I think
You texted me a bit.
But he got better. He got better.
No, for sure.
Made the beat and killed it.
Casey Anthony. Wow. Wow, Donald.
Yeah, it was cool though.
But
That's him though. I know.
exactly, and that's the thing. Like,
I still go back and listen to Camp and all of that.
So
That's
do
what
I.
he do.
Bro, I think Camp, Royalty. I think Royalty was just a free album, but that mixtape was incredible. Like before, because the internet dropped, he had dropped like that Royalty tape that had like Danny on it, kind of introduced Chance to a broader audience. Had Bun B on there, had Tina Fey on the outro talking shit. It was tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't make the same stuff.
So like, there's definitely versatility in what you do. Right. So with the sounds sonically, like you'll have like a lo-fi kind of vibe. You'll sometimes sound trap. Sometimes you'll sing, and you can also bar. You bar it up too. So like with the versatility, is that something that you intentionally do, or is it just again like you were talking about with song choice and what you put out? Is that just something that naturally occurs as you being yourself?
My favorite thing about doing music is the element of surprise. I know like my demeanor and like I don't come off as like a rapper. Every time I tell somebody that I rap, they look at me like, really? Oh wow. So I love the idea of always surprising people. So I think that's the intention, where it's like I never want people to get bored with me. Yeah. You can love me or you can hate me. Just don't ever get bored with anything that I'm doing. Like that's the biggest thing. So if some days I want to my album is literally like the way I approach the production of the album is like production wise it's a mixtape because it's all over the place. Lyrically it's an album and there's a concept to it, but like the production is there's like almost like some rock stuff on there, like some punk stuff, there's super trap, there's lo-fi, there's a whole it's a collage in a way. Yeah. So I love that. I love artists that do that.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with it, and I fuck with your music because it's honest. It's you. Yeah. Like if you know you, and you listen to your music, it connects. It connects and it makes sense. And I think that is what any real artist should strive to 100%. Accomplish with their art. Is like this is me. Yeah. And you're vulnerable on these records. Is there anybody that was there any rapper that came before you that you were like, oh, I can do that, I can be vulnerable, or like inspired you to feel like you could tell your story? Because I know for me there's a couple that was like that.
Well, I want to know yours first.
The biggest one to me was Kanye. Yeah. Because when Kanye came out, it was like he wasn't talking about selling drugs and violence and the typical shit, but it was still fly.
We're all self-conscious. He was just the first to admit it.
Admit it, boom. Like, and that even, I think, birthed like Drake. Like,
no, 100%.
And because Drake is like the new vulnerable king. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, I was like, oh, I can do this. I can tell, I can tell my story the way it is. He was the college dropout. And I was just like, oh, this shit speaks to me. Yeah. And, so that was the biggest one for me. Obviously, probably Eminem sparked the, oh, you're white. You get there's that thing too. There's that thing too.
We already talked about it. I told you who sparked it for the white people, white rappers.
Who? MC Search?
No. Who I said first? I said
Vanilla Ice.
No. Vanilla Ice and
Informer.
The Beastie Boys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Beastie Boys. I was just they were.
And
I was
Vanilla
too young.
Ice.
They were.
You were too young for Ice Ice, baby. And
No, I told you that was like
and
my
Go
first
Ninja,
cassette
Go
tape.
Ninja, Go.
Had Vanilla Ice on A side, MC Hammer on the B
He
side.
wasn't too young for Go Ninja, Go Ninja,
Very
Go.
cringy to admit that.
Hey man, it was
But,
the times. It was the times. Just as long as you ain't had no hammer pants.
I probably wanted them. You
I
know?
never wanted
I
Hammer.
probably did. Like I didn't have them, but yo, I was doing the hammer, the dance, and all that shit.
So yay,
yeah, and I mean, yeah, I would say those are the big ones. Now I think who continues to be inspiring in that regard is J. Cole, Drake, both of them are like they're honest. It's honest and it you can tell it's authentic.
yeah.
But what about you? I'm a guess. Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah, but I mean, yay. I can't, like the first two names that come to my head are Ye and Mike Shinoda. Linkin Park was really important to me. R.I.P. Chester. Like that was a really important band to me, and that was the first time because I kind of got into rap kind of late in a way because I grew up on the radio, so. Radio, late 90s, Stafford, Virginia, you hear nothing but NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and Britney Spears all day. But then Joe slapped, you know what I'm saying? Tearing up my heart at the right time.
Tearing up my heart.
What's
Bye,
up?
bye,
Bye, bye. It's gonna be me. We can go all day.
Hold on, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC, come on,
Let's
don't
go.
insult
Let's
me.
go.
NSYNC, easy.
98 degrees.
Stop it.
Get the
98 degrees.
O-Town.
O-Town. Oh, not Liquid Dreams. How did they get away with that song? How did they do it?
Oh, shit.
How did that song go?
That whole I don't remember how it went, but I
I'm
didn't
trying to
know
get him to
that.
sing it, bro.
Sing that
They
joint.
trying to get him to
Do you
sing
remember
it.
it? Look,
I remember the song. I don't remember how it
I don't remember.
Because
how it
he
goes.
just remembered the title like that. Liquid
Oh,
Dreams.
that's a wild title. That's nuts.
Yeah, that alone, how did they get that on the radio?
Right.
Liquid Dreams.
But yeah, yay, Mike Shinoda, Gambino, Tyler, Mac. Those are probably like the top five that come to my head.
That's dope.
Just
So I was listening to a couple of your songs. And I don't know if you listen to this guy, and I've been wanting to say, I was hoping you say his name earlier. I was listening to your last project. Was that the last one?
the Inhale joint.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was getting Kyle vibes.
Okay. You know what's really funny? This girl I used to talk to hit me randomly and was like, you know who you sound like? Kyle. And I was like,
Bro,
wow.
I was like,
Yeah.
bro, is it?
I rock with Kyle. I rock with Kyle heavy. His Beautiful Loser album was really...
Yeah, that was great.
I love
that. Was
that.
a great album.
Fruit Snacks and Cups of Patron. Don't
Yeah.
release out. Yeah.
Beautiful
He's
Loser
dope.
was pretty dope.
He is dope.
Do you listen to Kyle?
Yeah,
Or like,
100%.
I mean, I know you're saying you know the album and it was good, but like, do you listen to him still, like his new stuff?
Yeah, and I think he, I know like the wave of kind of like being more melodic in raps is like the thing now. I really, he's an incredible songwriter. Like I really hope that he like writes for other people. I think he makes great music himself, but I would love to hear like, he already did a record with Kehlani. I think him writing.
They got two.
Yeah, they have a couple. I think
shits
him
go.
writing for Kehlani would be incredible. Or like, yeah. I also want him to work with M. Favors
Reggie's
again,
a
but
huge Kyle.
fuck with
fan.
Kyle.
I rock with Kyle. Shout out Super
What you
Duper.
mean, bro?
I rock with
I
Kyle.
just remember like
He got a
in the
song.
early
He,
stages.
I fuck with it so crazy. So at the time I was dating a girl in California, so it just hit. He was like zoned and in
Doubt It.
California. Yeah, doubt it.
Doubt
On the
it.
mountain,
Crazy thing was the start of that song was in my head, and I was about to say,
Yeah.
I know something only I know.
Yeah.
I got superpowers, but there's something only I know.
Yeah,
he's
that
tough.
shit
That song
is-
is fire.
He's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough.
That's one of my favorite songs by him. But I haven't heard much from him since he did that fucking movie.
He put out an album. He put out an album called "See You When I'm Famous." That was really good. It was a playoff of like, I guess he had put that like in his yearbook.
Okay. I missed that one.
Hit Boy was on there. He
Yeah.
had a couple Hit Boy joints that was really tough.
how
It was cool.
producing the game right now.
I agree.
For sure.
Like, he's
just won a Grammy.
He's on an
Nas.
incredible run right now.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. I love seeing it because it's well deserved. Because he's been bodying for years, but like to see
the only thing I think that didn't work for him to a level where I think it would have been really set him concrete if he could have got audio push to fucking break the ceiling, bro. For some reason,
push was
they could not crack through, and he because they had all his beats,
fam.
and he tried. They were like his artists, and
Overdose,
he tried.
Remember Overdose?
I don't know.
Overdose is a dope group from California too. That wasn't that boy.
I know Audio Push though.
Yeah.
And he
Audio
was
Push was
like
dope.
working.
That Shine record where they flipped the Friday video.
Yes.
They flipped Friday.
So fire.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, bro.
I mean, even in their like second wave, their shit was hot.
Yeah.
They just didn't make it. Maybe they just didn't have the image.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I thought they had the image. I don't know. I thought they had it all.
They was
Or it
spitting
could
and
it could be a
everything.
goal thing.
Really rapping.
Because like I feel like they maybe I don't know their situation, but maybe it could have been like the typical they get signed to a major, they're trying to make the next superstars when they probably could have been like an indie monster that just popped up at mad festivals. Like there's a lane for that where like I think it just comes back to what goals you want to make. I feel like when you get into rap, like you play basketball, you want to get to the league, you want to get to the NBA, right? When you rap, the idea is I want to sign a deal. I want to do this. I want to, like, you know what I mean?
That's what's ingrained in your head.
Of course.
But
now
I think the
that's
times have changed
different.
now.
Yeah.
Even basketball, everybody want to get to the NBA, I get it. But I think guys also see that opportunity overseas and stuff. So
Of course.
not everybody wants to get there to that top anymore because, I mean, obviously the top is the top. You pay professional is basically the top,
Right.
obviously. But, you know, when you got a chance to get good money and, like you said, find your lane and the indie artist, I don't need the labels. Or I'm going to go play in the Euro League in Europe and still make fucking 7, 8, 9, 10 million a contract. Shit.
Yeah, I think in both scenarios, you have to define your own success.
Yeah,
you gotta. Success is what is gonna fulfill you, how you're gonna be happy. So you're right. Like and I think it's more so with artists.
Yeah.
Because it's not as clear cut as getting to the league. Because it's like, what is the league? You know what I'm saying? But,
And I feel like there's a certain pressure when you get to a certain level. I had a line a minute ago that I said something along the lines of, I think like my target is more Fonte than Kanye. And I look at someone like Fonte, who's easily one of the most influential artists of our time, and I don't think, and never gets talked about for whatever reason, but like Little Brother, his solo stuff, the Foreign Exchange, like
such a dope dude.
And
too,
I see a lot of me when I see him. I'm like, that's me. So
that's
it's
a
like,
good line. I would say I agree with that line too.
Yeah.
Like over time, that changed. Like your goals change. Like in the beginning, I was like, yeah, I want to be Kanye. I want to be that level. But it's like, I'm cool.
Yeah,
I don't need to be. I could be Fonte.
You know what I mean? Like I could be Fonte. I could be Odyssey. I could be like, because like,
Odyssey, what a path he's carved out for himself. How dope. He's
And-
just like a normal dude. Just like a lot of people probably wouldn't even know him. But then like he's selling out these worldwide, overseas, Europe
Who the
tours.
fuck is Odyssey?
legend.
That's another one that we can say. Well, I guess he's not from.
He's from
Northern
Maryland.
Virginia. He's from PG County, Maryland.
But he's probably like rapper producer. He's
5 years.
10, 15 years in, and just has built an audience where it's like he's known like in the big spaces, and like has like dabbled in, like I think he worked with Cole, and like he's worked with people before.
So this is Baby Keem shit.
Nah, because like he's been in it. He's like, like Tyler's saying, he's solidified his own space, and he's just living in this where he is, you know, fully self-sufficient. Like it's just like it's his own machine, but everybody in the industry knows him. All the big head, like, you know,
I can tour whenever he wants.
yeah.
And
It's
for
like
me,
he's like
that's the goal. I just want to be able to tour whenever I want to.
right.
Like,
and anything he drops, he has, I don't know, 10,000 fans that are gonna buy the shit.
yeah,
or
critically
something like
acclaimed everywhere. Like,
Yeah. And it's
but
just
rightfully so. He's been making incredible music
Check
for.
this dude out.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Really
He's
dope.
super
And he
dope.
rocks his live show. His live show, he has a live band, and there's a lot of live instrumentation in his music too that you'll hear when you listen to his album. The Good Fight. What else is some albums?
What was it?
There was one that's got the black and white like diagonal.
Wasn't it like The Elephant? Or something like that.
I don't know
exactly
but
what you're talking
that
about.
album is fire.
Exactly what you're talking about. Because I love that. There's a video for that, like an animated video that he did that was really dope.
Yeah, nah, I'm a big fan, and that is like a good.
That's a
That's
record
where I would like to be too.
That's
like,
a record I'd like to hear too. I don't
What's
know
that?
if you and Odyssey.
That would be.
So
Yeah,
I'd like
that
to
would
hear
be
that.
fire.
So you wanna one of your goals is to tour.
Yeah.
So what places will you want to visit?
Oh man.
And don't say the cliche, I want to go everywhere, cause
Nah.
you don't want to go everywhere.
Nah.
Everybody don't want to go everywhere. You don't go where the money take you, I get it, but what would be on your list?
London, for sure. London just appreciates live music in a different way. Australia.
That's one of mine. That's what
Australia for sure.
they love hip hop.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. And I mean, I gotta say Tokyo. Like,
That's another one.
have to go to Japan at some point. So those are probably top 3.
Who yours?
That's dope. Yeah, Japan, Australia, Switzerland.
Oh yeah. Amsterdam.
Facts.
I feel like Amsterdam don't have the same. I never been, but I feel like Amsterdam isn't the same as
Same
it
as it
once
like
was.
used to be. Yeah, it can't be.
The
It's
mystique
lost its
wasn't
allure.
Mystique wasn't to do drugs and have sex,
Right.
But now you can do drugs everywhere and have sex everywhere. So it's kind of like what are you going to Amsterdam for? Well, I'm about to go sit in this cafe and smoke weed, and then I'm gonna go to the red light district and give me a prostitute and have me just a good old time.
Yeah.
It's 2021. I don't gotta leave America no more. I don't gotta leave this couch.
Go to the dispensary and then hit back page.
Motherfucker, deliver it to your door right now. Yeah, like, so is Amsterdam really the same? Somebody
I've
please
heard
tell me.
my mom went, and because one of the stops that they toured at, and she told me some cool stories. So I think that's, for me, that's more so what it is, just hearing stories from her. Like I'm
Right, and then, okay, so to relive what she did also.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about the experiences and the audiences. Like I've left some spaces out, but I remember when Joey Badass was first starting to pop, and I was watching him and Static like going their tours over, just seeing a regular like Wednesday in some of these countries, and it looks like it's fucking Woodstock. It's just like,
what's that one festival, Wuha, I think it is, where Joey did a set in it was like 17, but it was they did the Christ Conscious record, and when that joint dropped, and
place went nuts.
I love that. Like, I love crowds that are actually engaged. Like, I don't like crowds that just stand there like. But if that's how you consume music, then that's how you consume music. But I like seeing mugs jumping and like moshing and stuff, and to see that in Switzerland, like this dude's from Brooklyn, like that's dope to see. Like,
So what festival would you want to rock out?
ooh.
Settle back for a second. You want to think on it?
Nah, I gotta do Lollapalooza.
I've been to Lala.
I gotta do Lala. I gotta do
Lala was
Lala.
cool.
I gotta do Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Governor's Ball.
Governor's Ball would be one that would be dope.
And then I also want to do Paid Dues.
What's paid dues?
That's the one, right? The indie one out west.
So neither one of y'all gonna mention something in the water? Y'all don't want to be home? Y'all
No,
want to rock at the crib?
That's actually, thank you for.
Y'all don't want to rock at the crib?
I forgot, yo. Kobe
How you
got me on
forget?
I'm sitting here thinking like, what are all the big?
Probably because we was talking about international shit.
Right. But yeah, that's actually probably number one. You
Of
know,
course.
Nick F was on the joint
I know.
last year, man, and it got canceled.
And it got canceled. I was hurt, bro.
Ah.
I was hurt. No, that I couldn't go to the first one.
That's number one. You're right.
And I think I wasn't even able to go to the first one. My homies went, and so they showed me the footage when Jay came out, and I was just like, yo, like they really did fronting on the beach, like right, like that, like. Shout out to anybody who got to go to something
Like
in the water,
if Richmond
man.
had an NBA team like that, I want to play at least one game.
Right.
Just let me get one game.
I feel you.
Right.
I feel you.
No, you right.
Yeah, we
At the
tripping.
crib.
I'm sorry, Pharrell. Please still book me.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, festivals. They'll be back this summer, you think?
Dude, yeah, they've already been announcing.
Yeah.
Lala just announced. Lala just announced. Rolling Loud's been doing Rolling Loud for forever.
Rolling
So
Loud's
yeah, they're
dope,
starting.
too.
They're starting to announce stuff. It's exciting. It's scary.
Yeah, Matt sent me one. I have to go back and find it. It was a good little lineup. I ain't gonna find it now, but
Oh, Pitchfork. That's another one I want to do.
I probably won't go at another festival till next year. Probably wait a year.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know why, because I've been traveling and shit.
Right.
But I don't know. Nobody really right now that I'm pressed to see. Tiny Desk kind of held me over.
Yeah.
So
Tiny Desk is dope.
it kind of, for me, is like, I'll wait next year when somebody new emerge or somebody new. I mean, Cole will have obviously got a new album, but I think I'll just wait.
Yeah. I can't wait to get back on the stage, man.
Dude, I've been.
What about you? You got anything booked? You also been doing, when you answer that, also talk about the live joints that you've been doing,
Yeah.
like on
So
digitally, I guess.
yeah, we basically did a concert film, and we're doing 2 more before the end of the year, God willing. But basically, I'm trying to set up a concert series called Breathe, and I basically want it to be Virginia's version of Colors.
Okay.
And we had like a whole setup. There was like 3 cameras, had like a backdrop, shot like cutscenes and stuff. It came out. It came out like exactly how I wanted it, and that
Really
was really
clean.
cool.
It looks
Thank
dope.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Sounds good. The
Appreciate
sound is
that.
awesome. It's clean.
Shout out to my
Crispy.
boy Taji. He is a genius, and it was literally like I just gave him some ideas, gave him some references, and he knocked it out of the park.
So was he doing the visuals and the audio? Or?
He brought the audio people. Dude, that whole day was just seamless. And what's crazy is like it just came together. Like I didn't know, like we had like a 9-person crew, like 9 or 10-person crew, and I knew 3 of them. And one of them was my homie Coltrane. He came down and performed. And then the other one was my boy Javi, who did the lighting. But like camera, audio, all that stuff, that was Taji. He brought that, and everyone was really nice and really cool, and everyone got along, and it was fun. And I think that led to why the product came out so good, because I still watch it and I'm like, holy shit, we did that.
So where can people find this at?
So it was, I had it up for about a month, and then I took it down because I wanted it to be like kind of like an exclusive thing, especially because we're getting ready to do, so it's acts. So the first one was Act 1, we're doing Act 2. But we're gonna put it back up. We're gonna put it back up just for everyone to see it, because it came out really well and the response is really good, and those songs are already out, so it's like we'll put it back up. It'll probably be up like by next month.
What, on Instagram,
YouTube? It'll be IG, YouTube. It'll be just right on my website, so you'll just be able to just go and just watch it on there. So it's exciting. It's still kind of crazy to be like, we actually did that, because that's something that I've wanted to do for years, and I didn't know when we were going to be doing shows again, and so I was just like, well, let's just see what happens, and it came out really dope.
Yeah, it's dope. It's
Thanks,
the perfect time to do it.
Hey man, let me know when you want to set, bro. Like I said, we trying to get.
I'm on set, bro.
Okay, what's up?
Yeah, absolutely.
You should have heard me try to go in the studio a couple weeks ago. Oh my
We got the outtakes in here. We got it.
Oh, let's go.
That shit was awful.
How often are you doing them? Like,
So the goal starting in 2022 is to do them quarterly, so 1 a quarter. Trying to figure out if we want to keep it where we just film it and then we put it out, or if we want to be able to incorporate an audience again and stuff like that. We probably will, because nothing beats performing in front of an audience. You know that.
yeah, for sure.
So being able to capture that would be really dope. So the plan is to do 1 a quarter and to bring in different artists from the area, people that I feel like could have a really dope vision and, and knock out a dope 25-minute set. Like I just want to provide a platform. Like we have dope platforms here, And so I just kind of want to be in that conversation.
Word, yeah. I'd love to be a part, man. When this album drop, yeah, we'll do it. But
That's the bet.
yeah, so you got the EPs, your latest project. So you got Breathe and Inhale. Talk about the theme of breathing and all of that, because there's a lot of
So I had spinal stenosis surgery in 2018, and so when I was recovering from that, physical therapist, just really like it's really simple. Like it was just like, yo, just keep breathing, keep going, stuff like that. But at that point, like I didn't think I was gonna walk again. Like doctors thought I was gonna be in a wheelchair. Like it was an interesting time to say the least. But I don't know. Just I think one therapy session, she was just like, just keep breathing. If you have breath in your lungs, you're here for a reason. Like you have a purpose. And for whatever reason, that just stuck with me. And I've been working on this album for like 3 years called Gasping for Air. And literally the EPs are basically just demo versions of the songs that are going to be on the album, because it's really like, I've been calling it a testimony, because I guess that is what it is. I've been getting back in tune with like my faith in God and stuff, and so that's been becoming more important and more vocal in my music. And so the concept just kind of became its own thing, where the gasping for air became a thing where it's been a dark few years, man. So it's just like just feeling like you're suffocating and feel like you're kind of, you know, at your end, and that air is, you know, whatever you believe in. For me, it's God and Jesus. Shout out to the big homie. But you know, for whatever it is for you, you know what I mean. It's just finding that peace, finding that comfort in yourself, like knowing what your purpose is. And so that's kind of just been the concept for it. And Inhale and Exhale just kind of, Breathe is kind of like the prologue, if you will. And then Inhale is kind of like the more like chill, like kind of happy stuff. Exhale, Act 2 is going to be like really talk about vulnerability. It's going to get pretty vulnerable. So it's cool. I like the idea of breaking it up, because if you listen, let's just call it a spade. An artist that, you know, you don't really know like that, you're not listening to a full album. You're not. Like hey, I'm so-and-so, like what, like the Primo story, like, hey, like if he would have given you that, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm so-and-so, I have a 13-song album, you don't know me from Joe down the street here. Right. You know what I mean?
But I was gonna tell him only listen to number 12.
Yeah, right, exactly. Only listen to number 12. Yeah. But so the goal was to just, okay, how do we find a way to make this digestible without sacrificing the art? And so we're just like, okay, let's just break it up. And the songs kind of fit in a way where it could be like a 4-song EP, but then when you hear it in the sequence of the album, it'll make sense too, because it's a cycle, just like breathing. So
that's dope.
Yeah, man. I wish
concept.
I wish I could say I came up with it completely by myself, but it didn't come from me. So I just am trying to implement it the best way that I can.
Yeah, the ghost concept.
If you want to say that.
But it's like bringing those ideas to life makes it yours. You know what I'm saying? Like we all, it's just inspiration. I get inspiration from just conversations that we having, but I'm not gonna put you in the writer's credit. You know what I'm saying?
Why? If I give you a bar, I get writer's credit.
I'm not saying. No, I get that again. When everyone was an executive producer.
If I give you an idea, I get writer's credit.
Oh my God!
Why you think Saha the Prince so fucking rich?
He's writing the verses.
Not all of them.
I'm saying like if we have a conversation and you say,
I like
pull
cheese.
my card like
like a magic trick.
Yeah, or something like. And I flip that into something else, like, yo, I'm a magician, I'm a wizard with it. Something so like that may have just put my train of thought there, but you didn't write that rap. Like, you just made me think about magicians and wizardry.
Just like Mark Zuckerberg and the Van der Waals twins. Same thing, bro.
Let's see how that worked out for them.
Yeah, he got rich. The twins got rich.
Well, I just can't talk to Reggie no more. I just can't talk to him no more.
That's the same thing. He had an idea. Zuckerberg, okay, I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and make Facebook.
He'll just give him his little 5%.
He did Facebook.
Yeah. Just give him a little split.
Yeah, he did Facebook. And then the Vonder whatever twins. No, that was my idea. Yeah. Well, y'all got to cough it up. I'm not asking for no money, but I'm just saying that's the same. That's the same thing.
Oh man.
Right or wrong? That's exactly what happened.
I give splits, so I'm generous with my splits. So
Man, I got some bars for you, dog.
Splits.
I got some bars for you. I need my
the
splits.
splits.
Since Trav not trying to give me writers credit.
Not flexible. No splits.
Man, that's
Sorry, man.
crazy.
It's the rap. It's the rapper thing, man. The rapper thing.
You get more when you receive more when you share, though.
Of course, but at the same time, like I want to write all my shit.
Yeah, just saying. Drake got some help.
Everybody has, but at that level, everybody has a writer.
No, I'm just saying he got help. He acknowledged his help, and he's received more
My point is,
than he could ever imagine.
my only point is that ideas and inspiration come from everywhere.
Yeah.
So
I could be inspired by that chair right there.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna give them credit.
That
It's a
chair
nice
ain't
chair.
say nothing. I said it
To you.
Intellectual property. Oh, so I'm a chair now?
no, it didn't say nothing to you.
I got intellectual property, bro.
IP.
Shit.
A house is not a home. What's this? A chair. Was it? He said,
No,
what was there? Yeah.
I was on the
Luther,
SpongeBob jump.
Luther didn't give the chair writers credit.
First of all, Luther didn't write that shit.
You don't know that.
We do know that.
Yeah, we probably do.
Luther ain't write that shit.
It's all good.
That's okay though. I'm gonna get my splits.
So, gasping for air. When are we getting it? When's it dropping? When it's done, right?
Yeah.
Is it like partly done, or is that a secret you don't want to?
No, I mean it's written. It's for the most part produced. I'm taking like a week in July to just go and just track and just record everything. The goals before the end of the year, probably just so that I can kind of move on, and even though I'll be pushing it for the next year, like was doing the Breeze stuff, and there's a whole bunch that I want to do with that. So before the end of the year is the plan.
Okay.
So when you saying you're going to lock in for a week or the month, is there like a special place you go, or is it like? So I say that because this don't got nothing to do with music, but it was like Bill Gates, right? So Bill Gates takes 2 weeks a year. He calls them think weeks, where he goes away from everybody.
Right.
He goes like some cabin, who knows where the fuck it is. That money he got.
Drops
Right.
acid.
And
To a planet.
he reads books
Takes shrooms.
and comes up with ideas to take
Definitely doing
Microsoft to
drugs.
another level.
Yeah.
So do you have a place like that you go to, or is it just like, I'm just gonna sit at the crib and knock this out?
So I haven't had the opportunity to kind of like get away and do that. I want to. I think I'll be more focused that way. I've been so used to working in rooms, like my bedroom and stuff. So I think a change of environment would change the work ethic. But yeah, I mean, everybody takes like sabbaticals. Like pastors do it, musicians. Like they all Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Go and
What, 100 acres?
bought the daggone state of Wyoming at that point.
Just to
like-
do that. Just to do that.
But
Be nice.
you know what I mean? But I guess for me, I don't need much. I honestly, bro, God willing, I get the funds. I'm just gonna find an Airbnb by the water and just turn my phone off and just lock in and just really just get it done.
Man,
Like-
that's something that I've talked about with some other creators, but something that I want to do is just, and actually radio just kind of did this for his bachelor party, but just like get all the homies and, kind of like Cole did with his, with the Dreamville joint, and just at an Airbnb in some spot, set up and just get it in for like, 5 days.
I love
and just see
that.
what,
That looks so fun, man.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're so used to, because I would like to think we're pretty much the same, where a lot of the stuff we do is by ourselves. Like, we'll have sessions with like producers and engineers and whatever, but for the most part, I'm sitting in front of my laptop in my room, getting these rhymes right.
Yeah.
So, or getting this beat right, or trying to get this mix right. So, change of environment is always gonna be important. Like I think that's why Ye, when he always did albums before he got to Wyoming, he always went to Hawaii. Because there was just something about Hawaii that just changed everything.
Right.
So
and there's something about being around other energy
Yeah.
that just you'll think of things that you may not have thought.
Never would have thought of.
And it's like when we
Pull
were
a
just
card
talking,
like a magic trick.
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying? Like it's just more of a group energy, and you get instant feedback too.
Yeah.
It's like, because sometimes I will hang on to an idea or I'll record something and not know that it's not good for a while. Like, you know, because it's just you. It's you against you.
Yeah.
So like until you have, you know, like I was telling him this, I know when it's good.
Right.
I know when it's good because I don't have to say, hey, what you think of this?
What do you think of this? Yeah.
You
Like
know?
you just share it. Like,
yeah. But like when you have a little doubt in the back, or you know, you find yourself overthinking it, it's probably like something needs to change, or it's just, it ain't it.
Or, I mean, I guess, yeah, it depends on how you look at it. Because for me, I guess I gauge it as, it goes back to not making the same stuff twice.
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like if I get too comfortable, where I'm like, oh, I know this is dope, this, that, and the third. Is it too late to add another SmackDown? It like,
I'm ready.
Okay. When I send you a record that I've done, please don't just comment back a fire emoji or that's hard. Like, what do you like about it? What didn't you like about it? That's why I appreciate our friendship, because whenever we drop something, we will hit each other, or like we'll call each other. It's not like a voice message. I don't remember when that started, but like we'll always hit each other, and like we'll be like, "Yo, I love this, and like
really break it down."
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I was gonna say, I was like, "Oh shit, have I sent him like fire emojis before?" Because like
no, and I've done it, and I've done it too. Yeah. So, but it's like I've grown where it's like you have to remember, like, yo, this is someone's expression. Like, this is someone like putting, even if it's just something like, oh, I just want to get turned and whatever, like you're still putting your heart out there. Like, so I want to be able to, you know, I like critiques. I'm not sensitive about that. Like, if my shit sucks, then it sucks. Like,
my homie MC Bravado, every project he does, and he says he does this with like all of his close artist friends, he'll send me back track by track liner notes of things that stood out, with, you know, things that, you know, he liked, didn't like, things like that. And that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
You know,
you want people to be invested in your stuff. Like, bro, like you work on an album for like a year, and then you said it to somebody early, and they're just like 3 fire emojis. It's like, bro, did you even listen to the whole junk? Right. Like, did you even listen to the whole song? Like,
they just like, oh, I fuck with them. I'm just gonna say this.
And I'm going through that right now, because my album is like, it's done, but we're just tweaking the final masters.
Talk about it.
Yeah. But like, I'm so reluctant to send the homies the Dropbox, because one, it's like, so are you even gonna cop this when it comes out? Are you gonna fuck my streams up? Like, I need them.
I need them streams, bro.
That streaming money different.
Them disco cable draws, man. They be hitting.
I need all of that. I want, like, we gotta sign a contract. You gotta like to tell me about it. Don't be like, thanks. Fire.
Yeah, because like if that's the case, you could have just waited until it dropped.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like it's just, it loses the I don't know. It's like the energy around the project. If people start hearing it, it loses its mystique. And like, I want everybody.
Why send it then?
Because
I get you want the critique and the feedback.
And
I understand
and it's also for me, it's like giving back to your true supporters too. I would like to make them feel like.
Yeah, but why not just drop it and then just get the reaction from them?
So that's what I did. That's what I did with the Inhale EP. So the Inhale EP came out September 9th. My birthday is August 31st. So August 31st, So
Virgos unite.
Me, Budden, and Jeff Hardy. Those are the.
And Reggie Williams.
Jeff Hardy. Your birthday's August 31st?
I'm a Virgo. That's all I was saying.
Oh, gotcha. No, me, Jeff Hardy, and Joe Budden all the same birthday.
I don't know who got my birthday.
It's just hilarious. But yeah, so we did like I'd sent it to, you know, a couple of people just to get their feedback. But I put it up for sale. I was like, I'll put it up for sale for like $5. If you want it, buy it. If not, wait till the 9th. And then everyone who bought the EP got a free viewing ticket for the first show that we did. So just kind of, you know, you want to see who genuinely is going to support and then who's just going to check it when it streams. I appreciate both, but if you're going to pay your money to hear something that you'll be able to hear in 10 days for free, then I'm gonna fuck with you. Like I'm rocking with you.
And like, yeah, I've been toying with that like recently. I think that's the route I'm gonna go. Yeah. Is to do like the Bandcamp for like a first. I've done this in the past, and then like with the
just do it straight through your site, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously, like if you can do it straight through your website. Where like shout out Bandcamp because they're an incredible platform, but there's no percentage that comes off.
Yeah.
There's no percentage.
Although
like
they've been doing like a lot since the pandemic. For every Friday they
it's starting to wane off though. Like I think they said that this is like the last one, like the one that they just did. I think they said it was like the last one.
I didn't take advantage of that. I should have been dropping every Friday like just a joint. Like.
Bro, it was cool. Like I did it like once, and like we donated like 50% to like charities like during like when the protests were still a hot topic for lack of better words. So it really, I mean, it just goes back to your approach, man. But like, yeah, bro, honestly, do it through your website. That's literally what I did.
Cause
so that go right through the site.
It sucks being a slave to these big platforms, to these streaming platforms that have changed the way they monetize music, and it's like
but I guess, and it just comes back to like we've had examples though where it's like you saw what Nipsey did.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
You gotta rock. I don't even listen to Rock Marciano like that. I know who he is. I'm familiar with him. Incredible from what I've heard. From what I've heard, incredible. I can't say that I've taken a deep dive into his catalog yet, but from what I've heard, floored.
Have you heard the album with him and Stove God?
I know
you heard that album.
I've probably heard a couple songs from it. I can't say I've heard the album.
When you leave here and you driving,
play that.
Just let it ride.
Reasonable drought.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce brake lights. Stove God.
But like the idea,
top 5 right now.
The idea where it's like, hey, I got this album, such and such is on it, $30, and you're like, wait, what? Like I could just stream this? No, you can't. It's not up there yet.
Yeah.
So it just goes back to whatever lane you want to build, and I think especially for indie artists, the idea of just really building a community is what's that kid's name? Marlon
Craft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Super dope.
It's your guy, ain't it?
Yeah, he's ill, yo. When my man said I birthed a lot of rappers, even though we all look adopted, I was like, all right, let's go. I'm in. He's tough. Dope. But he has like a I think he called it like the center, where it's like it's almost like a Patreon thing.
It's a Patreon.
Like you pay $20 a month or whatever, you get exclusive joints, you get early access,
Zoom calls with them and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and
is in touch with his fans, and
it's really dope. And I think especially in the pandemic, we saw more of that, and I hope that continues because that can be really lucrative.
Yeah. Because
then you can just you could do a mini, like how Cole used to always do the $1 in a Dream shows.
Yeah.
You can do that on a smaller scale. You know what I mean? Like there's ways to do it, but like people don't want to step out of the box, and people think that, oh, I just need a Spotify playlist. Like Spotify playlists are just the new blogs. Like I remember when all I wanted
was to get on them blogs.
Bro, I just wanted 2 Dope Boys post.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted was to just be on 2 Dope Boys one time.
But then like I started getting those and I was just like, man, like this is cool, but like
what did it
do, right?
Right.
Like,
but I guess in certain
it was a clout
instances,
thing, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean it's a resume. It's definitely still a resume builder.
Yeah.
Like it's always cool to say, like, especially when you're trying to get into the industry. Like I'm very proud to say I'm probably the first rapper to be posted on NPR, PBS, and Bars on 995. I think I'm the first rapper to do that.
NPR?
Technically. I'm on their website. It was a podcast that I did that NPR hosted, but it wasn't like actually NPR.
Okay.
But
still, that's dope.
Hey, on my press page.
Yeah.
You click it. It's the NPR logo. You click it. It's the NPR page. My name is right there. So.
Yeah.
So you need.
Look, mama. But yeah, I mean, playlists are just like the new blogs, and that'll die out eventually. And you know, TikTok and all of these different like slight avenues. It's like, bro, just build your core audience. It doesn't matter what the platform is. Just do it your way.
Bring them to you.
Right. And so that's where like I expect in the next 5 years, like artists are gonna have their own app. Like Drake is gonna drop the OVO app at one point, where he's just gonna put music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Tyler tried doing that with the golf app. You know, you just build that community up.
Yeah, you see the comedians
He's gonna have the OVO.
He is. He's gonna have the OVO app. Like I wouldn't be surprised.
First to buy it.
The OVO app?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll get it. I'll download it.
It's only like, I mean, I listen to the artist on OVO, but I'm not like really like super checking for their music.
Okay, let me ask you this. Both of you. TDE or Dreamville?
So for me,
Right now,
I probably go TDE because I like more the individual artists than I do Dreamville's.
I think me
Is that
too.
are you more just familiar with TDE's roster, or did you you really dove into Dreamville and it just wasn't for you?
TDE, I really fuck with J-Rock heavy, especially after his last album. Jesus.
Redemption was incredible.
So
incredible.
I like Schoolboy Q and I like Kendrick, obviously. I like Ab-Soul. He's been out the light so long now, you know, it's kind of, you tend to forget, right? Unless you go back and listen, because he won't put shit out.
Play 20 seconds of Control System and you'll remember.
And then I like SZA, of course.
Yeah.
But then TDE, I mean, I like Ari Lennox.
Dreamville, yeah.
I mean, Dreamville, I like Ari Lennox. I like Cole.
That's
I
kind
like
of
Jid. No, I like Jid. JID, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Earth Gang, yeah.
Fuck with Earth Gang.
I'm
Yeah,
on the
that's
fence.
dog.
I haven't really heard
Fuck
nothing
with
too
them
crazy that
heavy.
made
Their
me.
last album, this
Maryland?
Spillage joint.
Oh,
with
the Spillage. Oh.
Yeah.
I do like Options with
Fire,
Wale though.
That joint was
That's my
tough.
shit.
That joint was tough.
Yeah.
But after that, I like Boz. I like.
It's tough for me.
I can't sit through old Boz album. I just can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Well, I said I like him. I said I can't sit.
No, for me, that's surprising because Too High to Riot was an incredible album for me. Milky Way was an incredible album.
Crazy.
He's good, but
I get it. I'm not gonna say
really
through a
care
whole
for
Rick Skywalker album.
I don't care for what's the name too much. I just
Omen?
never really
Or Cause.
Cause.
I feel you. Cause is like Reason to me.
I fuck with Reason though.
Hey man, I gotta shout out Reason.
fuck with Reason,
I gotta shout
though.
out Reason, dog.
Like,
We did that Flick It Up thing, and he showed love, and I was like,
What was that?
So he did when the Flick It Up joint came out. They did like a contest, and like whoever had the best verse would get on the remix. So I did it, and he retweeted it, and I think I was like one of the first people to put it up, and so he retweeted it, and it went like it did some stuff. Isaiah liked it, and I was like, "Yo, okay, I'm good," because Isaiah is my favorite artist out of TDE.
Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah,
He got no song out right
I'm
now.
so glad he's back.
That-
He's about to slap Muggs with this new album. I already know.
Bro, the Sun's Tirade.
Incredible.
That's one of my favorite albums in like the past 10 years.
Absolutely
I
incredible.
just
His
let
ear
that
for
joint
production.
ride.
His ear for production is second.
Oh
to
my
none.
God.
Second to none.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I gotta say TDE. But who would I rather be on
TDE
as an
also
artist?
might-
Dreamville.
TDE
Yeah.
also because it's probably less people too. I would say.
No, it's about.
I think it's
right?
for what you said.
'Cause-
I think individually, love Schoolboy, love Kendrick,
Yeah.
love J-Rock, and I like SZA more than I like Ari Lennox. If we're gonna do that, you know, like
This is a more mainstream than
Yeah.
Ari Lennox. That's you know.
I just like her music better.
No,
I like her
I
voice better.
like SZA's music.
Yeah.
And I love Ari's music. I absolutely
Yeah, me
love
too.
Ari's music. But I do love. I like that SZA's kind of like the alternative. Like I like that she kind of. I like artists that blend genres. So like, and she does that very well. And Control, I think. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm a big R&B guy.
I'm an R&B.
But I would say, I would say Control is arguably one of the best R&B albums of the past decade.
Yeah,
Like
I'd agree with that.
I
There's
can't
no skips on there.
zero. Like I can't think of a skip right now, and I'm playing through the album in my head, and that's rare to do. It's rare to do. It's rare to have an album that doesn't have any skips, and Control is that for me.
Yeah.
But Ari is also. I don't think Ari has as many projects out as SZA.
Our music is different though. For me, SZA is
Excuse me.
an R&B artist, like
Right.
who's teeter-tottering with maybe possibly being pop.
Is Ari more like soul for you?
Ari is more neo-soul, soulful. So
Fair.
you can't really, it's hard to say. I mean, you can have an opinion, like, I get it. But like SZA's hits are gonna be more mainstream because her music appeals to more of an audience. Where Ari's music, to me, falls in that Erykah Badu, Jill
niche-y.
Scott,
Yeah, it's
Guapale type shit. You know what I mean? But you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
that
Ari
makes
is
sense.
more like
You an R&B head for real.
Ari is more like neo soul, black women strong.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna fucking wear my fro out. Come on, you got a song called fucking Shea Butter.
Had an album. Album was called Shea Butter.
So I think that's the difference when you trying to
she floated.
go
on
through
that.
that.
Floated.
She floated
That
on
was
her
fire.
shit.
Yeah. No, she is. Yeah.
It just depends. I mean, I get it. Like if you was like, yo, I'm about to listen to you went to somebody like SZA or Ari. Somebody might not know who Ari is.
Ari, like, yeah,
they gonna know who SZA is because SZA more mainstream. She had a hit song off the Black Panther soundtrack, and she got her own hit singles.
Right.
Like, but Ari ain't
Not there yet.
She's not there.
I got you. I think we're in the same boat where it's like I prefer TDE, but as an artist,
I would rather be
definitely would rather be on Dreamville.
Yeah.
I think Dreamville, just artist development, that's a lost cause in labels nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know. Lou Omen, I'm still waiting for them to give me
I'm still
something.
waiting on Omen. Now, Elephant Eyes was incredible. I wish it would have gotten more of a push. I really do, because it was an incredible record. But
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's also less. Like you got TDE, you got 5 artists. Like you're not trying to push 15 people. You pushing Kendrick. You don't even got to push Kendrick no more.
you don't gotta-
So he's on cruise control. Schoolboy Q, he on cruise control.
yeah,
J-Rock on the West Coast, he on cruise control.
I think he's on. Just after Redemption, I think he's on.
He might be on cruise control now
he's
for
straight.
Redemption.
He's straight.
Yeah.
Like those guys is on like Top Dog ain't really he working, but like it's like I got Jordan on the team.
Right.
I don't even gotta call a play
It's
no
more of a
more.
Phil
Like,
Jackson job.
Just go out there. Scotty. Too bad I can't whistle, bro. I whistle like Scotty. Like that's but like Cole still has to he's getting there with Jid. Like he's on his way, or he's gonna be on cruise control soon.
Jid's gonna be one of those.
phenomenal.
He's gonna be one of those ones.
I mean,
He
I know of Earth Gang. I know they got a pretty good following.
Yeah.
So hopefully, they get to that level. But
They got an album coming.
Yeah, Ari Lennox will be on cruise control. But shit, after that,
I feel
because
it.
Boss not even on cruise control, and Boss is like first. He's like his after Cole and that label was Boss, and Boss is not on cruise control.
Boz has been quiet though. Like he had his standout moments on Revenge 3 and killed it, but like he's been pretty quiet. Like and then even on the couple of joints that he did on the off season, like he didn't rap on the off season.
I think he's just probably in his writing bag.
For sure.
Like I know he's writing for people.
Yeah,
like
it
you
has
can
to be.
tell. Like he's on that Cole album.
Cole album twice.
Yeah. But yeah, I bet you, because he can sing too.
He got something. That's the thing, and I think I like. My thing with TDE is like, I guess like you said, kind of like building them up, because it's like, Reason is dope. Reason is really dope.
So he has to build a Reason.
But
Reason's first album was so crazy, which was actually a demo.
Yeah.
He just re-released it. That's how hard it was.
It was like a mixtape. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, if you can do that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and so I'm sitting here thinking, because the 2 artists that really need to be built up on TDE would be Reason and then Lance Skywalker. And I still don't know what Lance Skywalker's gonna do, because I think I've only heard like 2 songs from that dude, like in the 3 years he's been signed. Oh, and
You wouldn't say Isaiah Rashad needs to be built up? Built up?
No, Isaiah's about to have his run. I think I really do think this album is going to cement him. I really do.
Isn't Sir on TD?
Sir is on TD.
He on Cruise Control too, though.
Sir is on. Yeah, Sir is definitely.
I think
on
Sir.
Oh
on
yeah,
Cruise
for
Control.
sure. After what was it, Chasing Summer?
That last album.
John Wreck alone every night alone.
The Recipe.
What was the album before that?
The one when he was rebuttaling.
That was hard too.
Rebuttaling her.
Yep.
He was rebuttaling all of her songs.
Yeah.
Remember when that dude came out as him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out as him. Yeah, and nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Oh man.
Him.
But he on Cruise Control, and it helps that his brother is won that challenge on Netflix with.
Oh yeah,
Chance in
D
there.
Smoke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I fuck with
yeah.
D Smoke.
That was cool. That was cool to see because it was that was dope to see. Especially when I found out they were brothers, I was like, all right, that's tight. I auditioned for that show too.
Did you?
Yeah.
In DC?
Well, I sent like a video one in, but then the pandemic happened. I was auditioning for the second season, and then the pandemic happened, and I was like,
Let me ask y'all this: would y'all ever audition for Wild 'N Up?
yes. Oh my God, pick up and kill it. What? I would body that. I would. So one of my favorite shows is Whose Line Is It Anyway? That's one of my favorite shows ever. I used to call myself Rap Game Wayne Brady.
Okay.
Like that was my joint. So yeah, I would do Wild 'N Out in a second.
Yeah.
I have so many Nick Cannon jokes.
But can you handle them coming back at you?
Of course, that's how I started.
Okay. No, I'm just wondering. I watch Wild. It's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
like
no.
I look forward to it every week. Like I look forward to this shit.
Yeah.
So
That's how I started. I that would be the only time where I would be comfortable because I'm a nice, peaceful person, love everybody. But like if we're in a platform where I know you're gonna be joking on me and I know that I know stuff about you,
Right.
what are we doing? Like I want that belt. Like Black Squad. Like I want that belt.
old school, new school.
Old school, new school.
Black
you know what I'm
Squad.
saying? I'm going after D-Rec. I'm going after all of them. Like
Would you do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I thought about like trying out for the show. Like if
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought you was
Auditioning
talking
for
about, like, just
because when
being
you
like-
audition for it,
Yeah.
you have to be able to crack jokes.
Yeah, you gotta be able
You
to
gotta improv. It's more than just rapping.
Right. No.
Like I see Hitman Holla and Conceited on there. Hitman Holla when he first started, he was a little.
you know who
I
really
think he was
blossomed
fit,
there?
but he got better.
Clips. Charlie Clips really like found
Well, he's
his
funny,
way.
though.
He's hilarious.
So that
but
helps, 'cause
It
he's
was
funny.
still one of those things where it's like when I saw them like starting to bring them in, I was like, okay, I get it, but like, is it gonna work? But like, yo, Charlie's having some of the oh my.
I feel like the show has gotten a lot more scripted though. Like it's less.
It's definitely more
less
planned.
improv. Yeah. That's what I mean.
And
Like,
I'm sure it's one of those things where it's like if
They
you know
be
a guest is
rehearsing them
coming,
songs.
like you know what people are gonna say, and like when they
Right.
do the Wild Style joint, like a lot of them are coming with writtens, of course.
I mean, even the guests coming with writtens though.
Right. I guess I'm thinking like the one where they gotta make a song up on the spot, and it's like,
Oh yeah, of course they do
They
the.
rehearse them
That's why
joints,
they
like,
always they on the
But
original.
I don't. Sometimes I don't know because the guest doesn't know. Like they not calling the guest in advance. Like yo,
Lil Jon, we're doing London Bridge.
Like,
But
yeah,
that moment
like-
was legendary.
But they come on that joint and the guests even
Right,
come
that
with a
was a good
whole.
one.
The guests have like a whole little verse.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know.
Right.
Because you gotta think it's recorded, right?
Yeah.
So they edit everything.
Yeah, it's TV.
So I'm sure I heard like one showing or when they film it, it's like 2, 3, 4 hours long.
Yeah, because they film like they film like different episodes. They
Yeah.
film, like
Well, they also for one episode though they cut out like when the dude be like the referee, right? He be like, you out. Like that. I think they do like everybody.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
only the funny ones make it. So it don't matter. So
yeah.
the guests
You
when
could
they
be
do the
right.
songs,
Yeah.
they probably have time like to kind of come up with it. I would think.
Yeah.
for sure.
But yes, I do think some of it is
Yeah.
scripted.
But yeah, definitely want to be on Wild 'N Out. That's a goal.
Yeah.
That is a career goal for sure.
So what other goals you got this year? Like or just moving forward? I know you got the 9th Nimbus. So 9th website. Go ahead and plug the website.
So Ninth Nimbus. Ninth Nimbus is basically my brand. Yeah.
Don't do it like that.
Well,
Ninth Nimbus is his motherfucking brand.
It's one of the so I'm in this weird transition where the dream of doing it full time is starting to become more of a reality. And at some point, like, yes, it's artistry, but you do still have to treat it like a business at some point. And I had always kind of steered away from it, I guess, because I didn't want it to affect the art. But now that I kind of know what I want Nice Nimbus to be and how it's not really like a label or even like I just say brand for lack of better words, but it's just literally just what I try to live by. There's a story in the Bible in Numbers chapter 9 that talks about the people of Israel. They were like, they were going somewhere. I don't remember what. God's still working on me, but they're going somewhere. And a cloud came up. I think it's called like the cloud of testimony or something. And it literally just depicts the word of God and whatever his order is, right? So wherever the cloud went, the people went. And if the cloud stopped, then they would stop and set up camp or whatever. And sometimes the cloud would stop for 5 minutes. Sometimes it would stop for months. But wherever it went, you followed. And I came across that story just randomly reading, and I was like, the cloud is your passion. The cloud is your purpose. That's God's call. Like, everyone has a purpose. Everyone, whether you believe in God or you don't, you're not here by accident. You're not here by a mistake. And I feel like a lot of people sometimes feel that, or with social media, it's tough for them to find like what their purpose is or to hold on to it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, Nice Nimbus it'll be a media company. It'll be where I release all of my music. I'm gonna sign myself to Nice Nimbus. That's gonna be my thing. So it'll be like my Odd Future. It'll be an event company. I want to partner with different, you know what I mean? Like I want to do like a Breeze festival. Like I want to do, like there's so much that I want to do. But at the end of the day, it's really just whatever your purpose is, deep down you know what it is because your gut will tell you. You know what I mean? And so for me, that's the idea. The idea is just follow the cloud, follow your purpose. And it's a double thing because clouds usually have like a negative connotation because it's like, oh, rainy day, whatever. But like, you need the rain, bro. If you don't have rain, then you can't breathe. And you know what I mean? So it all ties back.
Yeah, it's all about perspective.
100%. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful day outside.
Right.
The last thing I would want right now is rain. But there's still that intention where it can go to like whatever storm that you're in, whatever setbacks that you're going through. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason for it. It's not just you're being punished. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I guess that's my goal with it is just, and for me, what I connect with is music and visuals and graphic design and clothes, and so that's my thing. I guess that's my little slice of the world, I guess.
Word, yeah. Thanks for breaking that down. I didn't even know the whole thing behind Nice Nimbus.
It's new though. Like okay. it was always Nice Nimbus started off as just, I just want to say Cloud9 in a cool way. That's literally where it started. And then the more that I kind of sat with it and the more that like people were saying it back to me and like people were connecting it. Like the fact that people have told me like, hey, I don't use cloud emojis unless I'm talking about you. That's tough to me. Like I never set out to do that, but the purpose is revealing itself.
Is that a bar?
Sure.
Are you gonna use that as a bar?
Do you want 5%?
That's yours. That's whoever.
But you brought it to his attention.
That's hard. That's hard though.
2.5%. It'll be 2.5%.
But that's hard. Somebody says I only use cloud emojis when I'm talking about you, and you associating yourself with that. That's
I'm sure.
Dope.
Oh yeah, no,
it needs to be a bar. For now, put us both on the split sheet.
Yeah, you're not giving out.
I've definitely used plenty of like cloud and rain bars that I was like really proud of. Like I said, get ready for rain, big dog. I feel like Roman. I don't know if y'all watch wrestling or you know who Roman Reigns is, but like I really love that bar because like Roman Reigns is like the top dude right now. But it's
John Cena.
John Cena's a real one. First dude went platinum. Got a platinum album.
Who?
John Cena.
For what?
You Can't See Me album went platinum. Look it up.
What?
Look it up right now.
How many songs is on it?
Like 16.
He's rapping?
Yes.
You lying like shit.
John Cena and the trademark. Him and his cousin. What? Jake One produced the theme song. Jake Uno? Is that Jake One?
Yeah.
Jake One. Yeah, he produced the
Can't See Me. Studio John Cena and the trademark.
I think they used the Annie up.
Okay.
17 songs.
That's it?
17, yeah. 17 songs. Yeah, he went platinum.
I mean, that song is fire. That intro.
That beat is nuts. I never thought I would.
What?
He went platinum.
You learn something every day.
Fun fact.
in jorts. He did that. He went platinum in jorts,
and
baby.
pumps.
Respect.
Did a song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. He
It
had
was
a
a
song.
number 3 rap album.
Fam, he had a song with Murs and Ninth. He had a song with Murs and Ninth Wonder.
It was 15 on the Billboard.
Is it a good album?
And then on the Billboard rap albums, it was 10.
There are a couple of joints.
I'm listening to this
The You
joint.
Can't See Me joint was hard. Just Another Day is hard. If It All Ends Tomorrow is tough. That's about it.
Damn, okay.
Shout out Bumpy Knuckles.
And he went platinum.
Yeah.
1.3 million.
Yeah.
Damn.
40,000 in the first week.
John Cena.
John
The
Cena.
Bars.
16-time WWE champion, platinum rapper.
Yeah, Jake won. Got 2 tracks on here, 3 tracks, 4 tracks, 5 tracks.
Wow. I didn't know that.
And then Chaos in the Order did the rest. Whoever that is. Or Eli did one song. I don't know who that is.
So, shout out to the Doctor of Thugonomics.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta hear it. John Cena's barred up.
Yeah, all I know is movies and Wipeout. And then,
That's nuts.
what was
Yeah,
that?
man. That video came out in like 2005, I think. It was.
Yeah, that's what it said.
I knew he rapped because I'd seen like YouTube videos of him battling, but like I don't know if it was on a WWE segment or if it was something separate. But I had seen footage of him rapping, but I didn't know he had a whole.
He rapped for
platinum
real.
album.
He had a whole record.
He rapped for real.
I guess for real, yeah.
It was
He nice.
He was all right. And I'll say
He
this,
didn't write that shit.
The joint he did with Murs was tough. Like I was like, oh man. Like I never thought I would hear John Cena on Ninth Wonder beat, and I was like, oh snap.
That's crazy.
That was incredible. Like,
That's crazy, dog.
You think he right?
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Ninth Wonder.
He been rapping all his life
and
now.
John Cena.
What else you gonna do in West Newbury, Massachusetts?
I don't know. I don't even know. I never even heard of that place.
Exactly. Me neither until the phoenix rose from the ashes.
Wow.
Yep, so that's your fun fact for the day, I guess.
That's the fun fact for the year. At this moment.
Yeah, I'm blown right now. Like my mind is blown. Like I can't believe it.
Like when I think of John
I'm
Cena
excited
rapping,
about
I think
listening
of the
to it.
blown emoji.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
if I'm talking about John Cena, I'm talking about the emoji.
It better be on the album.
Yep.
So yeah, while we talking about people who rap, we
Yeah.
got a person that raps in the building today.
That is a true statement.
We're going
His name is Kane.
Get you-
Kane is the name. You know what I'm saying?
we're gonna get Tyler Donovan to rap here in a second.
Are you rapping?
Nah, this is Tyler.
Oh my God.
This is Tyler Donovan.
Now
Why? You want him to rap?
we gonna do a song.
So why don't you give us something too?
There's ciphers. There's ciphers on YouTube. Live at the Grill cipher.
Exactly.
Just
Today,
give us
about
something
two of them.
too.
Shout out
I
Tony.
don't see what's the problem.
This interview was not ending without shouting out Tony Logan.
oh, shout out to Tony Logan.
Like,
Man, we gotta get Tony on this joint.
we gotta
man.
get you to rap today.
Yeah, no, we ain't rapping today.
Why, bro?
It's Tyler's day. Stop making a scene.
I'm not.
It's about Tyler.
It's
man.
about all of us.
All right, so you rap.
I rap. I don't care.
He's been trying to get on the splits. Like,
I'll go. Shit.
All right. So
Say shit to me.
let's close it out with the bars of the week. I
Okay.
think Tyler got his own bars.
yeah.
Reg, what's your bar of the week?
My bar of the week is brought to you by. No, I'm joking.
Arby's.
My bar of the week is 21 Savage
21.
on the song with J. Cole, off the new album.
Yeah.
He says,
How much money you got? Oh no, that's
Nah,
it.
not that one.
Okay, my bad.
he says, what the fuck does he say?
He says, I wrote it down for you. Here we go.
It's My Life with Cole, 21, and Moray.
Something about
Shout out
teddy
Moray.
bears. Shout out Moray.
And he says,
All we believe in is homicide.
all we believe in is homicide.
I got a good heart.
I got a good heart. I send teddy bears when we make your mama cry. And I thought that shit
That's cold.
it was crazy.
Oh my God,
I'm not
dude.
one to condone violence, but all we believe is homicide, and I got a good heart. I send teddy bears when we make your mama cry. That was hard to me.
Killed that.
And my other bar of the week is from, it's not even a bar, it's a whole song. And I sent it to you.
Oh,
You got it loaded up.
Toby, I ain't got the remote.
Oh, 5-5?
Oh
5-5.
my God. That's the type of energy that I want to be on every day from now on is the 5-5 energy. If you haven't seen that video or heard of him, how do you say his last name?
Toby Nwigwe.
Toby Nwigwe.
Fire.
5-5. It's crazy. The video is crazy. They at like in New Orleans or somewhere, and like the basketball joint outside, like with Juvenile shot back that ass up video.
That's a good.
But they got the whole like it's all like colored coordinated or whatever, and it's just so much energy that's it's amazing. It's special.
Tough.
I love how his videos have evolved over time. Like he has this one aesthetic that he goes for where it's just these long rolling shots. There's not a lot of cuts in his video, and it's like a level of choreography always, you know, even if it's slight. But like now, it's look at all these people in it, and
the energy is wild.
Fire. I saw somebody tweeted that was like, I'm not getting married until my wife has the same energy of fat. Yeah. Like,
Same.
Yeah. But those are my bars of the week.
Yeah,
those two.
The whole joint's a bar.
So
man, I just wanted to highlight J. Cole.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cole, for this album.
Yeah.
I think
that's the hungriest I've heard him in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's so new and I'm just hyped right now, but I think it's one of his best bodies of work. Just it's a hard rap album. There's just the versatility, his approach.
Yeah.
That he's just like, he just wants to get better.
Yeah.
You know, he just wanted to artistically, creatively. He said he didn't want to leave any stone unturned, and so he's just challenging himself. And if you've listened to any of the interviews or seen some of the doc, he really is on some synonymous shit. He's likening.
He literally did what our podcast name
He's the poster child of synonymous.
Motherfucker dropped the album and then went and played pro basketball.
Literally, hearing your song during warm-ups has to be like the toughest thing
in
ever.
Africa in a professional basketball league sponsored by the NBA.
Crazy. You think he get that 10-day contract somewhere?
No, but
All right.
J. Cole ain't got game like that.
He dropped 3. He dropped 3.
He got that block. He saw that block.
Listen. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm not hating on J. Cole. Congratulations on becoming a professional basketball player and living out your dream. But I could give you a million motherfuckers that deserve and that's better than J. Cole on that court.
But you can't fault the teams that are bringing him in. He's smart and it's
no. Shout out to Cole, you made it. Yeah. Like
especially if it's only like 6. He's only doing like 6 to 10 games. Or something
yeah, like if I put out a song and that motherfucker went viral and I'm not paid, like you'd probably be mad at me. Let's be real. I'm not gonna say it. No, you'll support me and be like, oh shit, my dog.
He just going that remix.
But you've been putting in work for your life.
Yeah.
And J. Cole, I'm sure has, but there's dudes that's just
for sure.
I get it.
I get it. Yeah, I agree. Like, I agree. But yeah.
But he is living his dream. His dreams came true. Shout out Cole. Do your thing. It's just like I'm mad right now. I'm sorry. The fucking Jacksonville Jaguars bringing in Tim Tebow and Colin Kaepernick, who had a good year, can't even get a chance. Right. And Tim Tebow ain't played football in 7 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't give a fuck that Urban Meyer was your coach in college. Come on, Jacksonville. Do better. That's my SmackDown. That's another SmackDown. There's somebody better that you could have signed at tight end that could actually help your team. And this motherfucker can't run routes.
Right. I mean, we haven't seen him run the routes yet, but...
No, they said he was awful. It was on ESPN. They said he was terrible.
Yeah.
Go play baseball and be an analyst and get your money like you getting these millions.
And it's like, why now, bro? They tried to make you a tight end when you came out of the out of college. Like, why are you doing this now? It just seemed like
that's fucked up. Urban Meyer, that's fucked up too, and that's fucked up Jacksonville. I'm sorry,
but Kaepernick don't play tight end though. So like,
the point I'm trying to make is that he shouldn't have been given another chance.
There's probably at least 10 starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now that Colin Kaepernick is better than.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
there's probably,
That's a different
there's probably
conversation.
10 tight ends, free agents
That are better than Tim Tebow.
There you
Tebow.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
The point I'm trying to make, do I gotta spell it? Do I gotta say it?
No.
Do I need to say it? Do I need to say it?
No.
Go ahead.
I mean, go ahead.
No,
we know what it is.
I understand. I was just telling you that the Kaepernick comparison wasn't direct.
The point I'm trying to make is
I
that
understand your point. I understand. Look, the point is there are, just like you were talking about, Cole, or if you fucking blew up as a rapper tomorrow or whatever, it's like there are people more deserving to be in that spot. But I don't know, is it another thing where it's just like they're trying to get more attention on the franchise or what?
Of course.
Yeah. So
There's no way that was lined up as coincidence. Like
they also have a relationship too. So
Yeah, like
him
it-
and Urban
yeah.
Meyer, but
I wonder if it started.
and that's the only reason.
Tim Tebow's name shouldn't even been brought up to come into camp.
It's Tim Tebow though.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I know that.
He ain't done shit.
Reggie came in here all positive today, and now I ain't got no smackdowns, and now
Super. Here comes the pain.
Cuz, man.
Glock Lesnar over here.
Cuz, man.
Damn.
I know life ain't fair, man.
Let me get my bars of the weekend, dog. So back to Cole. Man, there was just too many to pick from. This is the obvious one that everybody's talking about. Everybody's saying, what do you say? I be staying out the way, but if the beef do come around, could put an M right on your head, you Luigi brother now. I mean, when I heard
That bar didn't hit me as hard.
it just, the reason why it hit me was because it was probably like the 6th bar in the whole project after Cameron came on. Fuck that. My bar of the week is Cameron doing the intro.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, let's go.
I was in the car and I played it and I was like, wait a minute.
But were y'all a little bit let down that he didn't have a verse on that joint?
No, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna be
Like to
like,
get a Cam verse on that?
oh yeah, of course.
When I heard Killer speak, I said, oh yeah.
Killer.
All right, this is why that bar the bar is fantastic. This is why it didn't hit for me. Because I watched the fucking Cassidy and Hitman battle.
And, he did have a line like that, right?
He said, I'm shooting out the car, and while it's spinning, I think I'm Luigi's brother or something like that. Oh, no, he said, I think I'm Super Mario. The shit was hard.
Yeah.
No, have you heard it?
Nah.
Oh, you gotta hear this bar by Hitman Holla. And so that's the only reason it hit me, because it's like, damn, I just heard this shit.
Right,
I just heard this like kind of exact same bar.
Well, all right, I'll give you another one that
No, it's a good bar. Like, that's your bar of the week. I'm just saying, for me, it hit because I like just heard something similar to it
right.
in a battle rap of all places. Like,
Well, here's another one. He spazzed on the Leakers freestyle.
Oh, my
That's still
gosh.
tipping. He went fucking ape shit on.
Nuts.
But he said a joint on that one where he was like, the chopper spin your ass around like the voice judge or some shit. Like, wow.
yeah, he went crazy. He went crazy.
Yo,
He's having a run right now.
oh,
He's had like his feature run was incredible.
Yeah, I want more.
Me too.
I want more. I want him to have a feature run on some 2 Chainz type shit.
Yeah.
But I think he like methodically picks what he's gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 Chainz is gonna give me my 100 G's for a feature. It sounds of the bed. You know what I mean?
But also, I think he is methodical with it. Like, even on the Dreamville project, you could tell he did his verse when everybody else left. Or like when everybody else was sleeping. He was like, all right, I'm gonna get my spot on that. Y'all save me a verse. But he could do that.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's his shit.
It's his shit. He should.
Like that Lot song with 21 might have been his song. And then, you know.
That's how a lot. I mean, that's how a lot of those Drake records come about. Like all the songs that are featuring Drake, it's usually like, I have it. This sounds good on your record.
Right.
Here.
Yeah.
You know what
that's
I mean?
what we were talking about with like Lemon Pepper. Like that.
Yeah.
That was probably a Ross record.
For sure.
Just like on oh, you know, I gotta talk about my boy. Magna Carta Holy Grail, the Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It. That was Raw song.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
Hov hopped on it. And then the Ape Shit one with him and Beyonce on the Carter's album, that was a Migos song.
Right.
And they just
Yeah.
because if you listen to it right before Hov come on, it says Offset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that they
You heard the demo,
the
the
demo leak.
reference track?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, it makes sense. But what tripped me out was when I found out P produced that, and I was like, oh, okay, Pharrell made that beat. And I was,
Ain't shit?
yeah, and I was surprised because it's different.
But that, I mean, they all, so that's probably one of the joints, like, because when they put out Stir Fry, so when they was in the studio, they probably knocked out a couple.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Stir Fry was my shit.
Stir Fry was nuts.
that song didn't get as big as I thought it was gonna be.
Right. That was like Neon Guts for me. I don't listen to Uzi like that, but I love that Neon Guts
I
song.
went to a phase where I was listening to Uzi, man.
You had the shoulder on lock.
I could not get jiggy with Uzi.
I rock with Uzi.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Before, let me shout out my favorite baseball team right now, San Francisco Giants, first in the NL West. Shout out to them.
Okay.
Doing their thing. They back after we won like 3 World Series in 5 years, a few years ago. We on our way back through our farm system.
Shout out to the Wizards.
We need this win tonight.
Yeah, we're in the second play-in game.
Oh,
couldn't get it done against Boston.
Also, for y'all that do listen to us and y'all know this back and forth between us, Raiders, Ravens, first Monday night game of the NFL season. Yes. Me and Kane, I already told him we going to this game. He gonna have his Lamar jersey or Ty Heat jersey. I'm probably just go back Charles Woodson. Hopefully we get a camera. We got to document this trip to Vegas.
It will be documented.
I am going to Vegas to the stadium and catch the game. So it'll be the first game in the new stadium.
Yeah.
That's
so we'll be talking about this. I probably will talk about this every week until we go. 'Cause I'm a big Raiders fan.
Okay.
All my favorite sports teams like West Coast teams for some reason.
And then my favorite sports teams are all over the place.
So
you said you were.
I'm an Eagles fan. I'm a Suns fan, and I was a Yankees fan.
They good. They stay decent this year.
Yeah,
they got 2 of the best hitters.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with like the actual game. I'm conflicted. Ken Griffey's my favorite player ever, and I heard a story about why he would never play for the Yankees, and it was like I guess when his dad was still playing and he was a kid, they were at Yankee Stadium, and I guess he was like close to like the third baseline or whatever, and they were like, "Nah, your kid has to go. Like he's not supposed to be here or whatever." So as soon as he's like leaving, his dad like points to like check out first base, and it was like a white player's kid like catching ground balls.
But then
I
get it.
Yeah, and
It could have happened anywhere though.
it could happen anywhere.
You might as
for
well
sure.
hate. You might as well hate every team.
No, 1,000%. But for me, it's like my favorite team.
No, I
and my
understand.
favorite player. So
no,
it's like
I completely understand.
Yeah.
But I don't have a baseball team, so
I get that. I definitely get that. But shit.
But shout out Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Shout out the kid.
Go. Yeah.
Hey, Trav, you looking real slim over there, bro.
Hey, thanks, man. You know.
I updated all y'all. I failed the 75 hard challenge.
Yeah. So like, does that mean?
I don't know. That's something I gotta figure out with you and Thriller. Obviously, I failed because I got knee surgery. So
I'm a nice guy. I feel like that shouldn't count against the bet. It's a sports injury. Like, what are you gonna do?
I've been holding on to it for a while, but the pain just got too much.
See, but like, that's why I said I am gonna be a nice guy. But I know Thriller, on the other hand.
Yeah, no, I think you didn't. You could have waited to have gotten that done.
I waited 4 months already.
You could have waited.
It was hurt. It was hurting too bad. I couldn't run or nothing. Like I got.
Shave it.
I ain't shaving it. I had knee surgery.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a poll up.
Okay.
We'll put a poll up. And
But
see.
I feel like, cause I've been there too, where I know like, nah, this has got to get done. Like I gotta fix my shoulder at some point. But it's never the right time to have to just sit out for. It's just like.
Right, like I'm trying to exercise.
Right, man. Yeah. You want to be able to do shit.
Yeah,
Like I get it.
I couldn't run, bro. I couldn't
I get it, but
walk. I mean, I can walk, but like that shit start hurting after a while.
Yep.
So
I get it.
I don't know. Maybe I failed. You look slim though, bro. Like it's
Thanks,
working.
man. I'm trying. I'm doing it.
Like you,
I'm clocking in.
You still weighing your food.
Yep.
Counting your macros.
Counting the macros.
All right.
Every day I do.
So if you don't know, we're doing this. We were doing it. We agreed to do this challenge called 75 Hard.
Okay.
So 75 Hard consists of 75 days in a row. 2 workouts a day. One has to be outside, both for 45 minutes. No alcohol. Follow a diet. Read 10 pages of a book a day. And I feel like I'm missing one, but it might have been one more thing. So
Drink a gallon of water.
Drink a gallon of water. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had to do this for 2.5 months, basically. So, shit, I think it was a month in. Yeah, because it ended. It ended in less than a month for you. Yeah, but I couldn't take it no more.
I feel you.
Yeah. And the bet was whoever
I had to
lost,
shave
like,
my
he would have to
beard.
shave his beard like Babyface, and I was gonna have to shave my
He's
head.
gonna be Remy from Higher Learning.
Hey, yo.
Fool kept calling me Remy, dog.
But I couldn't take this shit no more. Like,
I get it.
I would go to the gym and try to lift weights and do legs, and
So the question
I
is,
couldn't run.
and I know the answer. Have you had fast food since the surgery?
No, I didn't have fast food, but I did cheat my diet. But it wasn't. I guess you say I went out to a restaurant. If you want to count that as fast food.
I should have asked if you had like Reese's. No. No. Okay.
I had the worst thing I've had since I failed was I went to Yardbird when I was in Atlanta to get my surgery the night before the surgery. So I failed the night before. Well, because I knew it.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I gonna do? I'm gonna get the surgery tomorrow and I'm just down.
Of course.
I ain't gonna be able to. So I was like, fuck it. I think I had some fried calamari and some cheese curds.
Damn.
So
Sounds good.
that was
I love calamari.
that was the extent of it.
Okay.
Really.
That ain't no problem.
And I had a what's it called? I cheated.
Cheesecake.
I had a Mr. Good Bar.
Actually,
I had that like 2 days. I had that like 2 days ago.
I feel like that's like you should have picked something better.
Ain't with chocolate and peanuts.
I know.
Yeah,
like, go
but-
for the Reese's or something.
Yeah, like Mr.
So-
Good Bar.
Well,
It's like
Reese ain't nothing but chocolate and peanut butter.
Peanut butter? Peanut butter?
So that was the worst I've had since then. No alcohol. I still ain't no alcohol. Still drinking the water, but I didn't do the workouts. And I was like, I know I can't gonna be able to do them, so I just had some fried calamari and some cheese curds.
Gotcha.
And that was it. I didn't have fried chicken or nothing.
Okay.
Respect.
So the challenge actually, that habit shit, like going,
Right.
It like
that
gets
shit
you
low
in
key
it.
real.
Yeah, it is for sure. For sure.
I'm gonna get a Reese's today though, since we talking about it. I start back Monday,
Word.
but yeah, I failed.
All right, so yeah, Reggie failed the 75 hard. Monday Night Football, opening week. We in there, Vegas. Tyler Righteous, Tyler Donavan, Righteous, all of that. Did you have any other bad rap names?
I haven't had a single bad rap name, but I'm just kidding.
Damn, right?
That was crazy the way that came out. I did not mean it like that.
with you, bro.
I did not mean
at
it
one
like
point,
that.
at one point I did go.
Swear to God, I did
you're
not
good,
mean
bro.
that.
At one, because I did have a bad one. At one point, I went by Donavan, and I had like dots at the beginning and the end. I don't know what I was identity crisis, but
Like Anderson .Paak
like
with the
exactly,
period? Is that, yeah.
exactly. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll do that, and then I was like, nah, let me just go by the name that my mom gave me.
Yeah.
Ask him what his bad rap name
Oh
was.
my God. See, that's why I asked, because I've had the worst, bro. I've had.
You were Hurricane, right?
It was Hurricane.
Okay, that's what I remember. There's more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because I was rapping like. Well, let me ask you, what was your rap name when you were like in 7th grade doing the battle?
that was Tyler, bro.
was
Like
Tyler?
that was just Tyler. I didn't have a rap name. The first rap name I ever had was Righteous.
That's so much more dope. So like, all right, my first was TRL. Those are my initials.
What? Okay.
Those are my
Okay.
initials.
Okay.
So I'm still, and then my homie that I was rapping with put a Y on the end of it and made me Trolley, Big Trolley. I was Big Trolley. Then at one point I was Vicious.
Okay.
Big Vicious. Then I was playing with the bigs, man.
Yeah.
I was with the,
You want to be
bigs,
with the
yeah, Big Vicious.
Of course. Big Trolley.
And then,
Big Trolley, bro.
Laying down tracks.
And then I don't know, like it was literally.
Hey, did you hear the bar
That
though?
was a bar. So
We barred up today.
nobody's had worse rap names than me.
When we cut this, we need to cut out each bar and see which one was the best.
Yeah, there were some bars.
Big Trolley laying on tracks, pull your car like a magician. We had another one.
The Cloud.
The Cloud.
I'm still Big Trolley.
Big Trolley.
That's how I'm still tripping.
Oh
You
my
told me this a
God.
month
Yo,
ago.
and I remember like what made me change that. All right, so I think I already changed it to Vicious, but then I used to get on this rap website. It was a forum. It's called Sick Mentals or Ill Mentals. Do you remember that?
Go say boxed in.
And you would battle, right?
Yeah.
And this dude ripped me, bro. And he was like, his closing line was something. This wasn't much of a fight. Your email is Big Trolley. That alone should get you banned from the site. And I was like,
Oh, wow. Wait, how old are you at this time?
I was like 14.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I was like, I deleted the account. I came back. I came back as _hurricane, and that's when it just like I reformed that shit, and I was bodying motherfuckers. But I needed to take that.
You gotta.
That L.
Sometimes you gotta take the L, man, and bounce
take
back.
that L.
That shit
Sometimes
is
you gotta
funny.
do it.
That shit is funny.
Yo.
Big Trolley.
Yeah.
Actually, I got one more question for you.
Yeah.
It's a corny rapper question, but I'm gonna ask it. In your entire discography, what's your favorite album? What's your favorite album of yours?
Closer to Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like as artists, we're always closer to the latest thing that we've put out. I mean, you mentioned earlier, like, you want to move on.
Right.
You know, like, so you want to finish, you want to tie up these projects, and then, like, because you work on them so much that it's like, the dopest thing to you is the freshest thing. But, I mean, I released that in 2019, but, you know, that was 2 years ago, but I still think it's just my most complete work.
I was gonna say exactly that. It feels like it just feels like a record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like a full record. Like that's my favorite album of yours too.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of other ones, there's you got pockets of good stuff, but like Citizen Kane was, I should have trimmed some fat on that. I think looking back, like there's some stuff on there that I was recording at the time, and I was like, oh, well, I was doing it now, so it goes on the album.
Hey,
but
bro,
it's like,
anyone who can start off a record that says, what'd you say? My haircut
It
is
is
airbrush.
looking like rare bucks,
That's
new money.
tough to
There's no
me.
real comparing us.
When I heard that, I was like, I think I was with Jeff, and I think we saw you perform it, and that was the first time we heard it, and we just looked like, oh, this motherfucker here. Like, that was my joint. And then, of course, you know, Steel Reserve is a classic.
Oh yeah,
That joint.
Steel Reserve. That used to be fun to perform.
I bet that was a workout to perform.
Yeah,
that
it
joint.
was. It was. I had to learn how to perform like that.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to be high energy physically on stage and move around and stuff. But when you're fast paced rapping,
Yeah, it's tough.
you got to balance it, or you will.
You'll
And I
trip
learned
up.
the hard way. Like, there's some shows where I look back and I'm like, whoa, I was out of breath. Like, I thought I was gonna die up there.
Yeah.
Not because I'm out of shape, but it's just different.
It's a lot because that adrenaline, and then like when you're going like rapid fire, like you can't miss. Like, 'cause if you slip up once, like, then it just messes up the whole thing.
Yeah. I'll say my favorite project of yours is your latest work.
Thanks,
Inhale, for sure. And I've told you this, you know. If it also feels complete. The details, the progression in the songs, the mixing sounds great, bro. Like, and just the messaging, man. I love the, you know, what's the first joint? If anybody hears this, listen close.
Yeah.
What is it? Go be the hero you needed the most.
Yeah.
Like, it's just dope. people need to hear that shit. You know
Thanks,
what I'm saying?
man.
And the last record on there is a fucking vibe, dog.
Take the Lead.
That's my favorite joint on that. Take the Lead. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
That
one
joint, you cannot hear that and not want to just start two-stepping and.
Yeah, there was a completely different version of that. But yeah, there was a completely different version of that song that just didn't hit. And then I sent it to my boy Noose just to like add like some keys to it. And then once he sent that back, I was like, okay, we can completely switch the production up. And yeah, it came out really good. Like I'm really proud of that song. Yeah. Like because I never would have thought that I would make a song like I always sang first, but it's always weird like doing records where I'm like primarily singing. Like it's always weird because I'm so I did choir, so I was always singing like church stuff or like stuff old white people made like back in like the 1600s. Like that's what I was doing. Like so to be able to like have songs where I don't sing at all, like Options on that EP, like I don't rap a bar. But that's one of like my favorite songs, and like it got placed on the airwaves thing. And
Options,
like,
I was rolling over here listening to it, vibe the fuck out.
There's there's an extended version of that coming, that Era's on.
Oh, dope! Shout out to Era.
Shout out Era.
Spoke to him in a while.
Killed it, man.
Yeah, I believe
Made it like
he leveled up. Like
I'm so proud of him, man.
He's always been dope, but he's rapping different now. Yeah, for sure.
And he got some shit coming, bro.
Yeah.
Like he had sent me like some stuff that he's been working on that he's like one of the quiet ones in the 7-5 that's just been like working, but like sometimes doesn't get like that that light. But he's about to have a run, like a real run. Shout out Era.
Yeah. Well, it's been dope, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yo, this was really fun, man. I'm not comfortable in doing stuff like this, but like obviously like someone who I know and Reggie, you funny as hell. You funny as hell, bro. What you mean, man? Like you just funny. Yeah. It just feels like the homies kicking it. So
I'm chilling,
absolutely,
listening and chilling, man.
I hope we got to everything though.
Do we ever get to everything? Even Thriller said no.
Yeah.
But before we go, we do have to ask you one question.
What's up, man?
Well, I got two. One, are you going to rap?
Yes, I will rap.
But the second one is we have guests. We asked them, but you're not a big sports guy, but it's okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We asked them who do they compare themselves to in the opposite world. So we had an athlete, we'd be like, which rapper or R&B or rock star or whoever the hell. So which athlete are you synonymous with? Where's your music?
I have a connection with Derrick Rose.
Okay.
I think Derrick Rose, of course, like when he came out, meteoric start, like what, youngest MVP ever or whatever, body and shit. And then he got hurt. And it was like, is he ever going to get back to, and I think when he did that, I think it was like that 50-point game that he did.
In Minnesota.
Yeah. That, when like just that interview, bro, just that interview after, like, I love seeing that passion pour out that way. And to be able to still play at a high level, you know what I mean? And still be like, Harold is probably one of the best players in the league in some conversations. Like, I connect with that. I that was the first name that popped in my head. But I've always been like a fan of Derrick Rose, and just seeing his comeback was really inspiring to me. So
that's a dope one. I like that. I think it fits too.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say John Cena.
I was gonna say John Cena. I gotta get a couple more championships first.
Yeah.
So
word. Well, yeah, man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Much love.
Whole setup here, man. I've got soundboard. The soundboard took me out, man.
Soundboard.
That was
baby.
so tough.
We gotta add to it. You gotta get me you gotta get me some more sound bites. That whack one we definitely putting in there.
For sure.
Before we wrap though, we should shout out our shit. Because we didn't do that at the beginning because some people don't have headphones.
What are we shouting out? We telling people to follow,
subscribe, like.
Make sure you follow, like, subscribe.
Facts.
On all of these platforms, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Subscribe, please.
Synonymous.
That helps us continue to grow, and we can continue to do this.
And Tyler.
Tyler Donavan _DONAVAN. Ninth Nimbus. Just put a dot between the B and the U. Inhale EP is out now.
And the website is ninthnimbus.
It's just 9THNIMB.US. So it's literally just Ninth Nimbus and then dot. Yeah.
Put the blown emoji.
Yeah.
Honestly, y'all can do this. Y'all can do the same thing with Synonymous.
That's dope.
Synonymous ends with US, right?
We can't even spell synonymous over here, bro. So I don't even know if that's gonna happen. Like we can't even say words correct. I started to spell it and then I thought about it and I was like, I'm gonna embarrass myself.
Right.
I was like, that's why you know what? Don't speak out loud right now. Just let it be.
Yeah, don't do it.
Oh man. But yeah.
All right, man. Well,
now the tough part.
Nah, this is easy. Easy breezy. This is what you do, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get that beat loaded up. But yeah, make sure you go follow my man Tyler Donavan.
Yes, sir.
Check out his music, Breathe, Inhale EPs.
Yep.
Got the 100% cosign full stamp. That shit is fire. Yes. And then be on the lookout for more to come.
And all rappers just know that me and Trav are gonna do a song. Y'all, and I can't speak for him, but like I'm coming for heads because I'm tired of y'all playing with me. This is gonna be the one time when my competitive side comes out because that's what we talked about. We're not gonna do no moody, vibey. No,
but I want to do that too.
We do want to do that, but like I want to go back to like in front of Sports Zone. Like that's what I want to do. Like I want to. That's the energy. I want to do like ciphers outside of Rock and Roll Hotel. Yeah. Like that's what I want to do.
Let's get it.
Very few people make me want to rap like that. And I said I'm gonna give him his flowers again. Legend.
Yeah,
best rapper out of the area.
After you kill him and burn him 6 feet fucking deep. Leave him on the grave.
So bad.
Leave the flowers on the grave.
On the grave. Nah.
I want that energy. We've talked about this before.
Yeah,
but you want this energy. Toby and Fat.
5-5.
Or whatever. 5-5.
Fat. But yeah, now it's out there. It's recorded. It's a part of it. We've said it.
Yeah,
so now it has to happen.
It has to happen.
It's out there in the universe.
For
but
sure.
yeah, Tyler Donavan, thank you. It's been Synonymous, episode 34.
Y'all can't hear what's happening, so
round of applause.
Yeah,
you know.
We out of here. Let's rap.
Yeah. I love this. Yeah, no, keep this. What we doing? Yeah. Ninth Nimbus. Yeah. Top 10 in the V, and yes, I mean all of them though. Hi, please don't be mad, we always the flag like up at Kiwanis. Yeah, niggas down bad, they going out sad. Shit is dishonorable, can't even laugh. Shit is intolerable, I'm in my bag. This isn't comparable, I'm from the staff like Weezy from Hollygrove. Jigga from Marcy, Kenny from Compton. And yes, I'm the heir to the wave, so check out that playlist and run up them options. Got the magic of the Disney scene, feeling flyer than them Philly teams. Feel like Christy Yamaguchi in the kitchen wearing socks playing Billie Jean. Shit. Top down, he sliding on niggas. I'm feeling like Donald on niggas. I'm chubby but childish on niggas. And I can be wildin' on niggas. I just love Versailles with the mirrors. Thank God my eyesight is clearer. Yeah, thank God my eyesight is clearer. Kane hit me, said do a verse. Undertaker, how I leave him in the dirt. I've been tapped in since my universe. My fault, how my lines move the earth. You can't say the niggas underpaid you if you let them go negotiate your worth. And they ain't no stopping it yet. It's the pot of shit. Me and these rappers synonymous. No. They ain't no stopping it. I noticed the pot and shit, but we ain't synonymous, no. Yeah. Stafford. Yeah. And boy, y'all got me fucked up, but dog, your memory slipped. Thinking I'm on this melody shit, but please don't ever forget.
Conversations turn into congratulations. The more homies that make it, that just lessens up my patience. I never graduated, dropped out, not just because that's what Ye did. The monarchy continued to press the kid for the payment like I wasn't fucking up. Pour a shot, double puff, pass, who needs class? I'ma make it with this music. Not worried what I'm doing, blind, carelessly pursuing, watching how everybody else was moving. I had a homie who used to go busk out on Granby, talented as he can be, no plan B. Now his fans cause stampedes. The crew he came up with don't rock with him now that he's on. So somebody changed up, but true colors were never shown. But I hope my people know I always tried to be genuine. May have handled problems differently, but had some good intentions, man. Don't matter, can't let my past control my future. I'm on that new, not what you used to. Don't mean to shoot you. Doop, doop. Nice numbers.
Go. Soundboard.
Let's go.
Soundboard.
Yeah, that second one was a Griselda joint.
Yeah, man.